An historic night for baseball in the nation's capital. Tonight, Teddy's is very prominent these days, and the Phillies, all they can ponder is what they'll be doing during the offseason. Nats trying to clinch against their arch rivals tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Natitude in October. Visit Jeep.com to learn more. And by AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. A lot of folks are still coming into Nats Park. This will be a big house tonight. Visit Train.com for an independent Train comfort specialist dealer near you. It's hard to stop a Train if it feels like October. 66 degrees. We had some showers during batting practice. John Lannon's ready, so why not? Strike one.
So far, so good.
Right on time at 7:05 as he works to Kevin Franzen, leading off a game for only the 7th time in his career. Jimmy Rollins has a bad calf. Ryan Howard's not in the lineup. We'll set the Phillies starters for you in a moment. That one's up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. So John Lannon, 3-12 in 18 starts against the Phils. May not impress you, but he's won 3 of his last 5 against these guys, and that's a little bit low, 2-1. Braves starting at Pittsburgh momentarily, and then Cincinnati at St. Louis in about an hour. And a ball laced into left by Kevin Franzen. Michael Morse over to cut it. Phillies off to a good start. They are 7th in the league in batting average, 8th in runs, 8th in home runs. Carlos Ruiz, with Ryan Howard out, gets the call at cleanup tonight. He's on a 3-game hitting streak, but he's 6 for his last 13, and he has 7 career hits and 3 RBIs against John Lannon. So John Mayberry will be next, then Utley and Ruiz here in the first. John Mayberry's had good success against John Lannon, 6 for 12. Very experienced crew, 29th year for the crew chief, Jerry Davis. Manny Gonzalez, the junior member of this foursome. Greg Gibson and Phil Cuzzy, both in their 14th years. Mayberry hitting at .249. He's got pop, 14 home runs. Right by his left elbow, 1 ball, 1 strike. So John Lannon brings a 4-0 record into his 6th start with an ERA of 4.23. Missing low.
So important for John Lannon to get off to a fast start in this game for obvious reasons, but when you talk about the magnitude of the game itself, you want to have early success so it just becomes another baseball game, and it's nothing bigger than that. Easy to say, tough to do.
Little tapper back to John. Desmond turns it. 1-6-3. That'll help.
What a great feed from John Lannon. A little tapper back to the mound off the bat of John Mayberry. Watch the feed. Not an easy thing to hit a moving target. Hit Ian Desmond right in the face. Good relay throw to LaRoche. And that is a huge double play early for John Lannon. Settled the nerves. Got the ground ball he was looking for. 2 outs with 1 pitch.
And you face Chase Utley the way you like with the bases empty. He's at .342 career against Lannon. This year, .266. And buoyed by that double play ball, he whips strike 1 in there.
And just for the record, every time I say settle his nerves tonight, I'm talking to myself, not the player.
I had no idea you were worked up for this one. Joe, can you tighten the lasso a little bit? And the 0-1. First game all year, FP, we've put a seatbelt on him.
Yeah, it's one of the NASCAR seatbelts, too, with the double straps. Check out the repertoire from John Lannon. 2-seam fastball, keep it down, he's good. Tempo's good, John Lannon's good. When he's on top of that mound ready to throw like he is right now, that's when he's most successful, and the crowd's into it early. Listen to this.
Well, just about everybody in this ballpark hoping to see something tonight they've not seen in their lifetime, a Washington championship.
Stamp it. That's the same lineup you've seen for about 2 weeks.
Lannon has Utley reaching, and that's a fly ball for Michael Morse. John Lannon gets off to the start. Everybody in town hoped he would. A 0 for the Phils. They're representing the top of the lineup out there in left field. So see your authorized Dodge dealer and experience a world of performance design and fuel efficiency. Schedule a test drive or go to Dodge.com and check out their powerful lineup. So Bryce Harper against Kyle Kendrick, 5 out of 9 with a homer, 2 RBIs, couple of doubles and walks. The Nats really hit him hard in his most recent start. He pitched only 2 innings in Philadelphia last week. 4 earned runs, 5 runs total in 5 innings. So the Nats swinging the bats well, and hopefully they'll bring that back from the road trip with them.
Well, if you remember last time out for Kyle Kendrick, it was against the Nats on the 26th of September. He got the 8-4 loss. Lasted just 2 innings in that game in Philadelphia. Gave up 5 runs on 5 hits. 4 of those runs earned. Struck out 1, walked 2. Gave up 3 early home runs. 1 to Bryce Harper, 1 to Ian Desmond, the other to Kurt Suzuki. Through 47 pitches, 28 for strikes. Should be fresh tonight with that short outing last time out.
He's made 16 starts against the Nats over the years, 18 appearances overall, 3-5 with a 5.06 ERA. And Jason Worth was thinking first pitch of the game ambush.
Well, with him it is, because he never does it.
Jason at 298, 309 over his last 51 games.
This is what they saw on the 26th of September at Philadelphia. It's what they're going to see tonight. Fastball, cutter, curveball change. Go 2-seam the fastball, run it into lefties, try to bring it back for a strike. When the fastball's moving down and not just side to side, he's good.
Braves did not score in the first at Atlanta against Pittsburgh pitcher Jeff Locke. On 0-2, Worth was reaching. Utley throws him out by a step. Jason hustling down that line. Harper and Zimmerman will be the next 2.
That's like the defense for the Phillies behind Kyle Kendrick tonight. Ruff, Mayberry, Brown in the outfield. Martinez, Franzen on the left side. Utley, Wigginton on the right side. And Carlos Ruiz doing the catching. I always say this in big games. Nervous bats or amped up bats or swinging bats. I don't know that I've ever seen Jason Worth swing at the first 3 pitches of a ball game all year long.
Bryce Harper coming off a 5 out of 11 series in St. Louis, home run yesterday. And in the series at Philadelphia, he had 6 hits, 2 home runs, and 6 RBIs. So he had quite a road trip, raising his average nearly to 270. Next RBI will be number 60. He's on a 7-game hitting streak. Got a healthy swing off to the left. 1 ball, 1 strike, and he wasn't even swinging for a home run yesterday.
I talked to Bryson BP today. He said, FP, I was just trying to put that ball in play. Spread out, just threw my hands at the baseball. That's been my approach with 2 strikes recently. And the hits are piling up, but I think he even shocked himself yesterday by hitting that ball out with his peppered swing.
Amazing.
Just trying to play pepper.
This crowd is into every pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike. Those scanners are still beeping out there at the center field gate and will be for a while. Phillies playing pretty much straight away except for the center fielder, Mayberry. 2 cuts of the grass toward the opposite gap. They saw Bryce Harper go that way and pull home runs in Philadelphia last week. 2-1 with the target in. High in the air, left field. It's coming back to the shortstop, Michael Martinez, spelling Jimmy Rollins, and the foul ball caught, 2 outs. Bringing in Ryan Zimmerman. Maybe a game he's been waiting for his whole life as a Virginia native. And a longtime national now in his 7th full season. And he's had great success against Kendrick, 10 for 30 with a homer and 2 RBIs. Next homer, 25. Next RBI, 95. Looked like a changeup up and in.
Well, that was the pitch that Kendrick really couldn't command last time against the Nationals in Philadelphia. He didn't have a good change. Most of his pitches were up, and if he can get that change down the zone, that's when he's good too. Sinker down, change down. Gets a lot of ground ball outs.
And a 2-0 fastball right on the corner at 90. Got some sprinkles coming down again here at the yard. And a two-hopper out to the shortstop, Michael Martinez. So Kyle Kendrick much better than he was early against the Nats last week. Each pitcher faces only 3 hitters.
Top of the second inning here, the rain starting to come down. You know, the Nationals obviously would have liked to have already wrapped up this division, get the clinch, but everything's kind of falling in place. Pieces lining up perfectly for a great story for John Lannon to have a huge opportunity. All of his teammates are behind him, including Ryan Zimmerman.
It's a funny situation that works out like this, but John, ever since he's come up, and the one spot start he made on the doubleheader with the Braves was one of the biggest games of the year for us. So, you know, he's done great all year, and we expect him to be the consistent guy he's been his whole career.
And Davey Johnson was asked about this opportunity for John Lannon. He said, I think it would be perfect for him to be the guy to clinch it here for us tonight. The year he's been through, he's been in big games for us and come through. To clinch playoff would be fitting.
His second inning is underway. That's our AFCEA report from Christina. AFCEA, the Association for Global Security Professionals. And I'll take that one step further. It would be very cool to have 2 #1 draft picks pinch clinching games. Detweiler's done it. Maybe John Lannon can do it.
Hey, I'm all about feel-good stories.
Actually, John Lannon, 11th round, but he was one of the first guys drafted when the Nats came to D.C. And then Detweiler and some others would be #1. So maybe one of the original 05 guys will get it done tonight. Carlos Ruiz walks for only the 29th time all year.
I'm all about feel-good stories. I don't care who gets it done. Find a way. We talk about that last game and how big it suddenly becomes when you have to get into the playoffs.
So Ty Wigginton, the first baseman, in place of Ryan Howard, who's got a bad toe. And supposedly Howard's not going to play in this series at all. But Charlie Manuel did hedge a little bit today when he was asked if he might be available for a pinch hitting appearance. So maybe for a swing or 2, we might see Ryan Howard, but not expected to start any of the games in this series. And that's big. Because, you know, the old grinder would like to have his best 8 out there. every night trying to keep the Nats from winning this thing. 1 ball and 1 strike. It's in the air right side. Adam LaRoche has room. Espinosa over if needed. Ball twisting back, and Adam grabs it. Schedule is out for next year. Check it out, and if you'd like a 20-game partial plan, let the Nats know. Nationals.com/2013 or 202-675-NATS. Some restrictions apply. Dominic Brown, the right fielder, hitting .234, just like Wigginton in front of him. And he's 1 for 6 with an RBI career against John Lannon. Even when he's missing, it's low. So Lannon keeping the ball down, that's his forte. Last year, in 33 starts, he threw 26 ground ball double plays. He already has one tonight. And that one drilled right through the box up the middle. 2 on, 1 out.
Yeah, even though he's missing below the zone carve, you can't consistently work behind all night long. And for John Lannon, strike 1 becomes essential because it allows him to get to his other pitches. It puts you on the defense as a hitter. So start working ahead, getting to those secondary pitches.
Darren Ruff, remember him? Had his first major league homer against the Nats last week. In 9 games, he's 8 for 25 with 5 RBIs, so he's batting .320, and he's on a 6-game hitting streak.
There you go, strike 1. Now get to your slider, get to your changeup, get to your curveball, double up on the fastball. Working ahead for John Lannon, essential in tonight's game.
Lannon pitched against this right-handed hitter last week. He was 0 for 2 against the lefty. Two and 1. John's body language seems to indicate he thinks some of these low fastballs have been high enough to be strikes. Jerry Davis not giving him that yet. That'll even things up. So in Pittsburgh, the Pirates did not score, bottom of the first. And the Braves are up with a man on, 1 out. No score there. Breaking ball and no way to hit that thing fair. That was a 90-degree to the left foul ball.
Looks like one of your drives.
That one stayed fair a little bit shorter than mine. I get a few more seconds out of those. 2-2 pitch. Now the count's full. A lot of umpires on the first base side couldn't see how far inside that pitch was. But I like the way the crowd's into every call here, every pitch. They're getting their playoff thing going. And a 3-2, and that ball is laced to left center. Bryce Harper can't get it. It hits off the angled part of the wall. Harper is hurt. 2-run score, and heading to third is Darren Ruff. Bryce took a shot up against that fence, and the Phillies lead 2-0.
Almost ran that thing down. Talk about makeup speed right here. Great swing off the bat of Ruff. We saw that in Philadelphia. Guys got popped. Good at-bats. Bryce Harper giving it everything he has right here. Total disregard for the wall coming at him. And that's a tough little angle right there for any outfielder, with the wall kind of jetting out at you. Bryce not slowing down a bit. And a nice swing at the bat by Darren Ruff. Very impressive swing once again.
His first major league triple. He now has 7 RBIs, and he's driven in a bunch of them against the Nationals. Number 8 hitter is the shortstop, Michael Martinez. He's a switch-hitting infielder, hitting $173. Infield is in, and the runner stays at third on a ball up the middle. Danny Espinosa throws him out. Obviously, the contact play must not have been on Juan Samuel next to his base runner.
And that's odd, too, with the 8-hole hitter up. Usually you go contact play regardless, especially in a 2-run lead situation. Now you got the pitcher coming up, and if Ruff would have broke with that, that would have been a hard play for Espinosa. I don't think he would have had a shot at the plate, but obviously Charlie Manuel does not know the ball is going to go up the middle like that. And we've seen Ruff run probably a little bit below average. The only thing he doesn't do extremely well.
Yeah. So here's Kyle Kendrick, 5 for 33 this year. Is a 137 career hitter with 4 RBIs. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a breaking ball for the strikeout. Phillies pick up 2. LaRoche, Morse, and Desmond ahead for the Nats. Located on the web at MBUSA.com. And by PNC Bank for the Achiever in you. Stop by any participating Greater Washington, D.C. bank and get your October Natitude on. Mr. Lincoln on an October evening. And right now the Phillies have the early advantage. Nats trying to get the bats busy. They've been hitting for power all year long. Discover Kia's full lineup of high-quality, stylish, and dependable vehicles. To learn more, visit Kia.com. So the Nats have hit 190 home runs this year, given up just 127. That is so impressive. More than the Yankees, Athletics, Rays, all those American League teams. And, of course, Milwaukee, down at the bottom, they lead the National League with 198. But no team hits it out and keeps it in the park better with their pitchers than the Nats. There's LaRoche. Phillies don't put a big shift on here. First time up. For whatever reason, this is a right-hander that's given Adam problems. He's only 3 for 18 career against Kyle Kendrick. That one tails outside, counts even, 1-1.
Well, the way I look at that home run differential thing, Adam LaRoche has hit 32 and given up none.
Now they shift further up the middle behind in the count. That was interesting. Chase Utley retreated onto the outfield grass. When the count went to 2-1, Michael Martinez went behind second base, and now he's going to move over further on 3-1.
It's a good pitch right there by Kyle Kendrick.
So this is interesting. The count dictates the angle of the shift. Pretty good rip on 3-1. Adam LaRoche with that career high tying 32 home run total, 4th in the league. Michael Morse, after his slam in St. Louis, 60 RBIs. Target outer half on 3-2. And LaRoche just hits a little spinner back to the pitcher. 4 straight for Kendrick. 3 of them on the ground, and nothing has left the infield.
And it seems like the last 3 or 4 games the Nats have been playing uphill.
Yeah, the only good news tonight is it's not 5-0 or 9-0 early like it was in those 2 blowouts in St. Louis. So
well, we all know the number when they score first, but I just think in big baseball games, when you're talking about clinching type games or playoff atmosphere, so big to get on the board first. It loosens everybody up. You get some runs early, and you don't have a tendency to try to do too much. If you fall behind early in big games, now, you know, maybe that 2 spot looks like a 5 spot. You start squeezing the bat a little bit. You start pressing more. That's why it's nice to get out to an early lead in big games.
Braves did not score in the top of the 2nd at Pittsburgh. In fact, neither team's had a hit in that game yet. Michael over 26 games, hitting .300 for Davey Johnson, and he's 2 for 4 career against Kendrick with an RBI.
Still amazes me that teams throw Michael Morse everything away. He's throwing it right into his turbo zone. We haven't seen anybody try him middle in a while.
And then they must look at where he stands because he's so far off the plate. How does he drive the ball so well the other way?
He's got coverage, plate coverage.
That was off speed. So maybe the one way you can trick him, like almost any hitter, is take a little bit off. He was out ahead.
Big guys like to get extended. How many times have we seen Nationals pitchers this year pound a Matt Kemp in, pound a big power hitter on the inner half like Giancarlo Stanton? Big guys love to get that head out and go the other way. They're strong enough to go out the other way.
Funny thing about Morse, if you pound him inside and he doesn't swing, it's going to be 6 inches off the plate for a ball. The thing about Michael, you can't pound him inside and get a strike. But it's amazing, and you nailed it. Getting that bat to the outer edge of the plate, even where he stands.
But look where his hands are. They're almost on the plate.
2 balls, 2 strikes. That's an inside-out swing. It actually did jam him, and he's at first base with 1 out.
What kind of jammage?
That was average jammage because a base hit resulted.
Average jammage, and there goes the no-hitter, folks.
You can't give a guy serious or severe on that.
No. Still got the same bat next time up. Got a 2-seam fastball in the inner half. 91 miles an hour. A velocity tonight for Kyle Kendrick, better than it was last time out. We thought he might be fresh after throwing just 47 pitches in Philadelphia against the Nats. Michael Morse, a little giggle at first. He'll take it.
See what the Nats do now that they get Kendrick off the stretch. Ian Desmond's 9 for 20 against him with 2 home runs, one of them last week in Philly. Off the plate inside.
That's a changeup right there from Kendrick. It was a good one. Recognized early by Ian Desmond.
Desmond takes it up the middle. He got jammed. Fought it off. Michael Morse has to stop. And the Nats have back-to-back second-inning hits.
That is the definition of an excuse-me hit. And Ian Desmond will take a million of these. A little blooper, a thing, straightaway center field. Tried to hold up, but because his hands were in the right position, he got enough of the barrel on the baseball to throw that 56-degree lob wedge right behind second base for the second hit in a row for the Nats.
Danny Espinosa hit one of his longer home runs of the year yesterday, and a big spot early for him in this 2-0 game.
Probably a bad day for golf references, my bad.
A little dark out for golf right now. Well, maybe the Phillies will be the USA and the Nats will be Europe and come from behind here. Phillies looking for a ground ball here. Kendrick keeping it low, and he doesn't get a call down there either.
Ball starts low off this guy, it's an automatic take. Anything that starts around your knees, you know it's going toward the dirt. You lay off, make it start about belt high or above.
Danny Espinosa, 17 home runs, 56 batted in. Well, he got the Nats back to 7-4 with number 17 in the fourth inning yesterday.
Let me break this down.
He killed it.
That was far.
Off speed on 1-1. Change up away fouled.
Yeah, but even though he's fouled off those two pitches, they were both up from Kyle Kendrick. It's a good sign. Espinosa sticking to the game plan, and the book on Danny lately has been anybody with a two-seam fastball likes to start it right at him and run it back in a two-strike count. Let's see if he goes to that pitch.
Now they go away, up and away. Counts even 2-2. So Kurt Suzuki swinging a hot bat is next. Not much of a break in this lineup, 7 and 8, the way they've been swinging lately. Danny Espinosa, 3 for 16 career against Kendrick. 2 on, 1 out, and getting to a long count here. They tried to jam him. They did. And he fights it off.
And that's that front door two-seam fastball. Tried to start it on his hip and run it back. It's a good foul ball. Buy yourself another chance. Tough pitch.
Utley, Martinez trying to keep Michael Morse close at second base in case there's a hit to an outfielder. We do know from what we saw in Philadelphia last week, there's not a great arm in left. Mayberry and Brown, center and right, can get to the ball in a hurry. Neither of them exceptional. Mayberry probably has the best arm in their outfield. And a 2-2 pitch. A little chopper right side. Espinosa digging for the bag. Beaten there by a step by Kendrick. And the runners move up to second and third.
Gotta walk Suzuki right here. No way they pitched to Kurt Suzuki. I wouldn't even try to pitch carefully to Kurt Suzuki.
Why bother? You know, put him on if you're going to. Right?
His swing is so locked in right now. He's a good bad ball hitter.
Kurt Suzuki has been intentionally walked twice this year, both as a Nat, and Carlos Ruiz has already put up the 4 fingers, so it's going to be bases loaded for John Lannon. You'll hear the boos now. This is great. I just closed my eyes and thought I was in Philadelphia. They are still streaming through the center field gates. Ballpark filling up.
Gotta get your finger out of the way. Hands over the lens. Let's go.
You know, there's no better picture than an intentional walk.
Or than your finger.
So John Lannon will be the hitter. He's 1 for 8 this year. An 098 career hitter with a memorable home run at Dodger Stadium last year. And 10 career runs batted in. So if he sees something close, let it rip.
Yeah, I'm all in on a long ball Lannon right here.
Situation like this, maybe a look at the first one, see if we can throw a strike.
First one might be the best one you get.
And Lannon does swing at the first one. Desmond tried to shield Michael Martinez, and the Nats are gone. 2 hits. They strand 3. Phillies by 2. The order for the Phils, and Masson will have postseason coverage for the Nats. Nats Extra, 1 hour before and after every game, anchored by Johnny and Ray. We'll all be contributing highlights, analysis, interviews, news, conferences, and more. And a 1 hour preview show the night before the first playoff game, whenever that will be. Nats Talk, of course, will be on Saturday and Sunday morning for as long as the Nationals are alive in postseason. So a lot of things coming up with the Nationals in the playoffs. What will the scenario be? That'll play out over the next couple of days. First order of business, become Eastern Division champions and let everything else fall into place. Pirates did not score, bottom of the second, so at PNC Park, no score. Pittsburgh and the Braves. Kevin Franzen singled hard to left, leading off the game for the Phillies, then was out at second on a John Mayberry double play grounder. John Lannon throws his 35th pitch. It's his 19th strike. Target in. Counts even. And a breaking ball hit hard. Zimmerman knocks it down. That saves at least 90 feet. double written all over that, and Kevin Franzen has gashed it twice against John Lannon.
Average up to 337 now for Franzen. Another hard hit ball. Good stop right here by Ryan Zimmerman to prevent the leadoff double.
That's an amazing backhand piece of contact there.
Yeah, the ball hopped up on him, and it's hard to raise your arm once you're already into a dive. He did. He stopped the ball. Kept Franzen at first.
I think Kevin Franzen will hit 300 no matter where you bat him. No stolen bases this year. And Mayberry just hit a little hopper back to John Lannon first time, and he, with the help of Ian Desmond, turned to double play. This is inside. Lannon 3 ground ball outs so far. But the Phillies have had some hard hit balls. Target inside corner. High hopper. Zimmerman. Espinosa. It's another double play. Around the horn this time.
John Mayberry, 2 at-bats, 4 outs. Another ground ball induced from John Lannon. And Ryan Zimmerman with a perfect feed to Danny Espinosa, right on the money. Little sidearm toss to Adam LaRoche, avoiding Kevin Franzen. You see Franzen get down right at the last second. That's what you do as a middle infielder. You throw it right at their head, they'll get down, trust me.
Here's Chase Utley, who flied to left in a situation just like this. 2 innings ago, so John Lannon, 2 huge double play balls tonight. 5 ground ball outs. Target outside corner. John put it right there. Must have been low. And after the double play ball, he responds with another Chase Utley fly ball. Zimmerman has it. And John Lannon gets through the third. Top of the order with Jason Worth coming up. Bounced out to second first time up. He's been the catalyst with Harper lately. Bottom of the third. The table setters ahead. From PNC Bank for reaching the playoff. Pretty big deal. And PNC honoring this achievement. They'll give you a limited edition Washington Nationals playoff ball cap. Stop by any participating Greater Washington PNC. Talk to them about reaching your financial goals, and the hat's yours. Get your October Natitude on. No purchase necessary. Limit 1 per person while supplies last. Nice. Here's Worth, bottom of the 3rd. Crowd buzzing. They just had a video on the board. John McCain urging Teddy on to try to get off his duff and win a race.
And giving him a pep talk.
That was good. No balls and 1 strike to Worth, who bounced out to Chase Utley first time on an 0-2 pitch. So Kendrick hasn't thrown him one that's missed yet.
He said, come on, Teddy, you can do this. The Nats are in the playoffs for the first time since 1933 when I watched them.
Makes you wonder who else is going to pop up on the video board over the next couple of days. I would imagine the other party wants to be heard from. 0-2 to Worth. And a breaking ball taken. A pitch to pull way off his hands, and Jason bounces one into the Phillies dugout where they were ducking. Here's the former Nat, Pete Orr. Worth on 1 and 2, deep short. Backhand, Michael Martinez. And a very good play.
Good at bat, hard hit ball. Nice play by Martinez. Arranging far to his right to the backhand side. Sets that back foot and uses the big arm right over the top. Little sink to that throw. You see him look it right into his glove. Little glove tap over the top. Strong arm. Gets the speedy Jason Worth.
Bryce Harper fouled out. Left field line to the shortstop, Martinez, first time. Well, the Nats had Kyle Kendrick for a couple of hits and a walk last inning, but he had the luxury of getting to the bottom of the order. Walking Suzuki facing the opposing pitcher. Now the top of the order trying to restart something here. Fastball right down the middle, 89.
I watched a post-game interview with Kyle Kendrick last time the Nats played the Phillies, and he said, I was bad tonight. I'll figure it out. I'll be better next time out. That's all he said. And so far, he's true to his word.
Harper pulls it. Ty Wigginton to the pitcher. 2 outs. So he's had, of his 8 outs, 7 of them have been on the ground so far. So he's got that sink going. And Ryan Zimmerman will bat with 2 outs. And the base is empty.
Well, we talk about the top of the order and how important that is to Davey Johnson and the success of the Nationals offense. You know, one of those first 2 guys gets on, good chance of winning. And the nights when they both get on together, forget about it. Almost an automatic W, regardless of what the Nationals pitcher is doing on that given night. Those nights when they're on 6, 7 times together, seems like they win every single time.
So Harper and Worth 0 for 2. Zimmerman pulled the ball to short first time up. Well, when Ryan started that swing, he thought he had a fastball and the inside edge to work with. We'll check it on the Nissan pitch track.
This is a pitch that Kyle Kendrick did not have last outing, the changeup. And look at the movement. Almost split action to it. Good arm speed, 83 miles an hour. Tough to pick up.
Get to your local Nissan dealer. Special offers. Innovation that excites. Choose Nissan.com. 0-2 pitch. Jason Hayward just grounded out with 2 out, 2 on in Pittsburgh, so the Braves do not score in the top of the third. Inside to Zimmerman.
And if you're wondering how players might react to if the Pirates win and say the Nats don't tonight, when you work for 6 months to get to this day, it doesn't matter how you get there. People talk about backing in. There's no such thing when you've busted your tail as much as these guys have for a 6-month period to get to where they're at. You take it any way you can get it. Obviously, you'd like to light this crowd up and make them lose their minds tonight, but like I said, get her done, doesn't matter how. And they'll tell you the same thing.
Zimmerman, right field line foul. And by the way, that inning's still alive in Pittsburgh, and Hayward just got a base hit. So sorry about that. It's 1-0 for the Braves in the top of the third. And they've still got some guys aboard with Chipper Jones coming up. And a 2-2. Zimmerman pulls it, and that's outside the line.
And Nats bullpen is changing it up early tonight. They took the bench from right in front of the fence, picked it up, moved it back about 10 yards. So there's a saying in baseball, same seats when things are going good, when they're not. Move it around a little bit, shake it up. I like it. Put the bench back right in the middle of the bullpen.
And I would think the bullpen, with all that free time, the hotbed of superstition, along with the dugout, and a 2-2. Zimmerman reaching. Boy, Kyle Kendrick has some hitters with timing off right now. Another ground ball out. 8 of them in 3 innings. Phillies by 2. First 20,000 fans through the center field gate receive a Teddy bumper sticker. Then for the day game on Wednesday, first 20,000, Teddy lapel pin again, center field gate. Go to nationals.com/Teddy for more info. Some restrictions apply. There's the Teddy. Well, we call it eye black, but it doesn't have to be the color black.
It's eye red.
Nice.
Red eye.
Top of the 4th inning. Ruiz, Wigginton, and Dominic Brown for the Phillies.
I'll have 2 red eyes if the Nats win tonight. Tomorrow.
Carlos Ruiz walked to lead off the second. It proved costly. Cost John Lannon a run. He's one of the 2 who scored on the Darren Ruff triple. So Lannon goes 0-2 here. Ooh, so close. Jerry Davis really not given much of anything low in the zone so far. That obviously low, 2-2. And he bounces one. Well, Freddie Freeman just grounded out, leaving the bases loaded in the top of the third. So the Braves have picked up one and lead at Pittsburgh.
Well, it's starting to get interesting.
Just a steady drizzle, not anything really hard. In front of the lights on camera, it looks pretty extensive. Might have been ball four. Ruiz gave John Lannon a little bit of help there and grounds out to Adam LaRoche. So for John Lannon, his sixth ground ball out.
You want to know why Carlos Ruiz is so respected around the league and with his teammates? You're talking about a guy with catcher's legs toward the end of the season, the guy that's been on the DL with plantar fasciitis. Watch him run this ball out. This is a team that's out of it, not really known for his speed, but that's how you play the game of baseball. You're playing for nothing right now. You've caught all season long. You're banged up. You're bruised up. And on a routine ground ball to first, you hustle like that. That's the way you play the game.
Philly writers gave him the team MVP award when we were up there last week. So he has seen 15 pitches in his 2 at-bats this evening, walking on 7 in the second and then grounding out on 8 pitches here in the fourth. Lannon falls behind Wigginton 3-0.
You know, it doesn't matter if Ryan Howard's not in the lineup or Jimmy Rollins isn't in the lineup. It's a big league team, and you just can't consistently fall behind to big league hitters. And if you have that plus stuff, that 97, 96 mile an hour fastball, you can get behind and still get away with it. But if you're a command and control guy that relies on deception and hitting corners, it's a tough road.
This guy's hit 169 home runs in his career, and he hammers that ball into left field. So the Phillies have 5 hits. All of them have been hit right on the button. Ryan Zimmerman managed to keep one on the infield last inning. But all of their hits on good swings. It's 1 on 1 out. Dominic Brown coming in. Tough guy to double up. That ball jacked and well foul. Dangerous looking on the inside corner there.
Well, I'll tell you what, of all the Phillies hitters that I've seen improve throughout the season, it's this guy. I mean, he's shortened up his swing so much. Early when he got called up, the swing was long. The feet were a little bit late. Now he's getting the foot down early. And the hands are fast. Big time improvements for this guy.
And that's good that you can see that, because you look at the numbers. Not that impressive. Right around his career average of 235, 236. But he's still a pup. Just turned 25 early in September. He only had 184 at-bats in the big leagues last year. And a breaking ball. That one is fair. Wigginton digging for third. Jason Worth digging it out. Hits the cutoff man perfectly, but the Phillies have second and third, 1 out. And they're hitting the ball hard off John Lannon.
Well, there you see the short swing I'm talking about. Just pulls the hands in. Curveball right out over the middle. It's a good swing. Perfectly placed double down the line. Worth going in the corner. And Jason Worth is as good as anybody at getting rid of the ball quick, getting it to the relay man on the money.
Well, the Pirates have scored a run on a ground ball by Chase DeArnaud. So the Pirates answer the Braves run, bottom of the third at PNC Park. Infield in here. They're going to load him up and take their chances with Michael Martinez, who's hitting about $1.70 next.
DRS in the nation's capital.
Huge spot. Still early in the game, and Craig Stammen is already up. Michael Martinez is a switch hitter from the right side, hitting .229 this year. So much better from this side of the plate. That's a breaking ball that was diving, and he couldn't make any contact.
Great curveball from John Lannon, maybe the best pitch of the night. Looking for a strikeout right now. And the off speed hasn't been as sharp as we've seen it before. That one was.
John, 16 strikeouts this year in 32 innings, and the 0-2 stays outside. Third base, Wigginton. Dominic Brown at second. Darren Ruff at first. So the middle base runner is the fast one out of that trio. Hit to LaRoche on the bag. Throw home. One down. It's another double play.
Wow.
Adam LaRoche with a 3-2 and a tag double play.
That play right there could turn things around. Got the crowd on their feet. They've been waiting to cheer for something tonight, and what a double play from Adam LaRoche. Right on the money to get out of the inning. I think the only way you double Michael Martinez up is something like this. Adam LaRoche got the in-between hop, stepped on the bag, fallen away, and threw a strike to Kurt Suzuki. I think the happiest guy on the planet besides John Lannon was Kurt Suzuki. That Ty Wigginton didn't decide to run him over. Great play by Adam LaRoche. Got the crowd going, and sometimes a defensive play like that will get a ball club into a ball game. You know what they say. Make a great play, lead off the next inning.
Wow, 3 double play balls by John Lennon tonight. Saving the day on a night when the Phillies are hitting the ball hard. So here we go, bottom 4. It'll be LaRoche, Morse, and Desmond. 4, 5, and 6. Ty Wigginton almost appeared to be surprised that the ball came into home. He might have been looking for a 3-6-3, and all of a sudden he was the one out to end the inning.
Well, when you're out by that much, there's not a whole lot you can do. He was barely to the cutout on the grass.
Now, with the first pitch, big shift on against LaRoche. They didn't do this configuration until the count went to 3-1 last time. And then Adam hit a little comebacker to Kendrick, who's thrown 52 pitches tonight. 32 strikes.
Now he's been good, everything down the zone. Misses below the strike zone. The changeup has probably been his best pitch, but the two-seam fastball's got great sink. That's one of those as a pitcher, you sit out there and say, how in the world did he take that? I put that ball exactly where I wanted it.
And then he didn't get the call either. 2-1. Target away. LaRoche staying alive.
Always dangerous when you pitch against the shift. Jim Thome with a big hit for the Orioles last night. Just a simple ground ball to shortstop. They had 4 infielders on the right side of second base.
Teams ought to play like this against Michael Morse.
Good call.
2 balls and 2 strikes to LaRoche, who batted .327 in September with 18 RBIs on 9 home runs. And inside, the count goes full.
Yeah, he hasn't got that call all night long. He's been trying the two-seam fastball, front door to lefties. Been running it back pretty good. They've been close. I think Jerry Davis has done a nice job of not giving that to him just because he hit the target. That ball was in.
And then you saw Ruiz snap it back to the edge of the plate. 3-2 pitch to Adam. And he hits it hard. Backhand play, Wigginton to the pitcher. And the 9th ground ball out by Kendrick. Keep the ball down. Good things happening for him.
Pretty good at bat from LaRoche. Nice play by Wigginton on the backside with the backhand. But that was a hard hit ground ball. One of the better swings we've seen tonight from Nationals hitters.
Michael Moore snuck one through the right side for a base hit his first time. Ian Desmond bumped one up the middle on a check swing. So your next 2 hitters, the only Nationals who have hits.
I think Jason Worth's ground ball to shortstop last time up, and Adam LaRoche's ground ball right there. The 2 hardest hit balls of the night for the Nationals. Even though Michael Morse has a base hit, he inside out of that, like you just said, and Ian Desmond with the check swing single.
And Morse will chop over the top of that one. Couldn't be cut by the third baseman. Martinez takes care of it. 2 outs. Catch all the action of the 2012 Major League Baseball postseason on Fox and TBS. It all begins October 5th. That's Friday with that wild card on TBS. There's also the possibility, and we don't even want to think about that here, but maybe most notably in the American League East, of a one-game playoff on Thursday. If a couple of teams like the Orioles and the Yankees end up tied for first, that's a game that does require a one-game playoff.
Is it sudden death? First team to score wins?
No, they'll play 9 or 8.5 or 10 or 11, 12, whatever it takes.
I like sudden death. Game time, 12 minutes.
Nats had one of those in Houston several years ago, a suspended game that they resumed in Houston. A double play ball got thrown away. I think the time of the game was 7 minutes. And then the regularly scheduled game followed after that. 1 ball and 1 strike to Desmond. Late on that swing. 83 on that off speed. Base runner any way the Nats can get one to get Danny Espinosa up in the 4th inning. Desmond, broken bat. Never got around on that one. And Kyle Kendrick is dominating the Nationals right now through 4 here in D.C. At Cox.com. John Lannon, 65 pitches, 34 strikes, 3 double play balls have kept him close to the Phillies today.
Yeah, good feed right here on the 1-6-3 double play. Good turn by Desmond. Just a 1 hopper to Ryan Zimmerman. Good feed to Espinosa, and this one was huge. Michael Martinez, 1 hopper to LaRoche. The unconventional 3-2 double play.
Adam LaRoche showed that he could throw off the wrong foot, off balance right there, and zing it home. He just wanted to unload that thing in a hurry and give Suzuki as much time as he needed. And he did. John Lannon against Kyle Kendrick, top of the 5th. Opposing pitcher, Lannon's only strikeout victim tonight. John has 8 ground ball outs. So it is a sinker night here on a cool evening at the ballpark.
Nat's going to have to try to figure out a way to get to Kyle Kendrick. He's got it going on. Fastball changeup combination is as good as I've seen it from him.
And a 1-2 pitch chopped out there. Lannon handles another ground ball. Kevin Franzen, a line drive to left, then a drive off the glove of Ryan Zimmerman. That would have been a double. Ryan knocked it down, held him to one. He'll go up first pitch swinging. Danny Espinosa throws him out.
Well, don't forget, before the Nats started clicking on offense, when they got that American League type lineup when everybody got healthy, this was their MO for winning ball games. April and May, they'd be behind. They'd just stick around. They'd find a way to pull it out late. You know, they got healthy, and then all of a sudden the home runs came. But if you remember the early part of the season, how many games were they down 1-0, 2-1, 2-0, and just hung around until the late innings and found a way to get it done.
At the end of April, the Nationals were hitting .226, and the team ERA was 2.33. At the end of May, the Nats were hitting .244. And the ERA had just made it over 3 runs a game for the first time all year. So first 60 days of the season, it was all about stuff like this. Two of the big reasons right there. Gio tomorrow night. Phillies, as of this afternoon, had not named their starter for tomorrow night. Cliff Lee, Edwin Jackson, Wednesday afternoon.
That's a long time to go without naming somebody. I mean, he's got to be at least in his mid-20s, and he doesn't have a name.
Well, I was about to say John Mayberry may be the most relieved guy to have an at-bat with nobody on base. He hit into 2 double plays, and now with nobody on, John Lennon walks him quickly and has to deal with Chase Utley. Utley is 0 for 2 tonight with a fly ball to left and a foul out to the left side. And that walk gets the bullpen busy. Every base runner changes something in a dynamic of this game at this stage of the season. This time it's Christian Garcia.
Wes Davies' new toy. He can't wait to get to that guy. How good has Christian Garcia been?
Here comes McCaddy to get Garcia time, visiting with Lannon.
Well, this is all just in case he doesn't retire Chase Utley. Carlos Ruiz on deck. And if Steve McCaddy's going out right now, it's to get Christian Garcia loose for Ruiz.
And he'll wait till Jerry Davis comes out to break it up. So Chase Utley came in hitting .342 against John Lennon, who's retired him in routine fashion twice. Second inning, the long one. It started with a walk to Ruiz and then 2 hits later. Ball so far outside, Suzuki kind of had to turn his mitt, did a little backhand there. Counts even 1-1. And he gets inside on Utley, who just got a piece of it.
Fastball into that slider away. You double up on the heater. You go in there, you got to get it in there. That was a good pitch.
And the crowd's going to get into this 2-strike situation. Tried to paint away and just missed.
Boy, you could tell the way guys take pitches. If that's a strike, I think that locked Chase Utley up. He looked like he was a little bit shocked that he went to the fastball there in a 2-strike count. Looked like it was by him. But just off the plate.
Swing and a miss. 85 downstairs. What a time for John Lannon's second strikeout of the night. And halfway through this one, the Nats still looking for offense. John Lannon putting zeros on the board. Lead coming out of the gate, and the crowd got excited as he approached the right field corner. Did he go too fast and get a little top heavy? Even the bullpen cheering him on.
Oh, jeez.
Then he got up and still had a shot.
Almost like he rehearsed it.
But here comes George, and he will dive to get to the tape. Might be the smallest margin of loss ever by Teddy Roosevelt.
That's a good face right there. That's what I'm talking about. Get dirty.
John Lannon now 80 pitches, 42 strikes in his 5 innings. And he has racked up 10 ground ball outs. His counterpart, Kyle Kendrick, using his sinking fastball, has 11. So it's Espinosa, Suzuki, and then we'll see. Looks like Craig Stammen's back up in the bullpen now.
Oh, Davey Johnson's got a pinch hit for the 9 spot. If he has some runners on, he might do it anyways.
Danny Espinosa with 2 on, 1 out back in the second. Pulled a ground ball. Moved both runners up, and then they walked Suzuki and got Lannon. Really the only threat of the night for the Nationals. And that one up the middle. Chase Utley comes forward to grab it. He knew he couldn't afford one more hop with Danny Espinosa running. This is really something. 13 outs, 12 of them on the ground. Kurt Suzuki intentionally walked first time. Roger Bernardina on deck. Breaking that ball down on Suzuki. 1 ball, 1 strike.
But when you got a guy with all the pitches for strikes right now, or at least they look for they're going to be a strike. It's a tough at bat for a hitter, and it's hard to not try to do too much.
How about just taking the ball hard up the middle? The Nats with their first base hit since the 2nd inning. Suzuki checks in. That gets Bernardina up there to pinch hit.
Well, I like what Kurt Suzuki did right there. He took a shot early in the count of leaving earth, and then after he missed that first pitch, he decided, you know what, I'm not going to do too much. Let it get deep, go back up the middle. Good game plan right there from Kurt Suzuki. Got a pitch out over, drilled it up the middle. And guess who's up, folks?
Bernardina as a pinch hitter, 250 this year, 8 for 32 with an RBI.
I could be wrong right now with the approach, but I feel like with what Kyle Kendrick's got going on, this is a guy you got to put together some singles against. He hasn't really made a mistake out over the plate to where he can have that quick strike offense, excuse me.
Bernardina pops it up center field. So John Mayberry Jr. has it for the 2nd out.
I'm going to rally something to get things going. There you go. How about a Larry leadoff starter kit from a little guy right there?
I was told that young man is very mature for his age, and that's authentic.
Yeah. He's been shaving since he was 2.
So let's see if Jason can make it worth it. He's 0 for 2 tonight with a couple of ground balls. In his career, though, 1 for 13 against Kyle Kendrick. So 2 ways to look at it. He's being dominated or he's really due. Target away on the first one, and Jason takes it missing. Braves did not score in the top of the 5th at Pittsburgh, and the Pirates have just picked up a run to take the 2-1 lead.
That's bueno.
That was a home run by the Pirates' leadoff man, Starling Marte. Kendrick suddenly slowing down significantly. Short lead by Suzuki. And Worth will take one in there.
A little cutter, 84 miles an hour. Good pitch.
Then a reaction from the crowd as they just posted the Pirates run on the board here. Worth needs to keep the inning alive. It's 1-2 with Harper on deck. He will, if it's fair. Just hooking foul. That pitch up and in. And with that kind of swing, hard to keep it fair.
When you have a guy like Kendrick keeping the ball down all night, he throws one up there like that, it looks like a beach ball. He's kept everything knees or below all night long. Good sink. And you throw one up here, beach ball. Tough to keep fair, like you said, because of the late tail.
Count remains 1-2. And they throw it down the line. Suzuki going to second. Now he's going all the way to third base on a two-base error. That was a great coaching job by Bo Porter, who had to watch ball and runner because the play's behind Suzuki.
Well, you were good with Kurt Suzuki getting to second base in a two-out scenario, and as soon as he turned the corner from second, you're thinking this is going to be close. You never want to make the third out at third, especially down by 2 runs, but Kurt Suzuki, taking a page out of the Bryce Harper base running book, goes all the way to third to get this crowd into it again. Big pitch coming to Jason Worth. He just told Phil Cuzzy, I learned that from Bryce Harper. Listen to this crowd.
One ball and 2 strikes. That's a changeup inside. There was some body English toward the third base dugout on the Phillies infield.
Watch Kyle Kendrick had lean going back to the dugout. Thought he had him. Nope, sorry. Good pitch, didn't get the call.
Nissan Pitch Track said no. And Worth is going to be punched out on a pitch inner half. The Nats will strand their 4th runner of the night as Kendrick comes up big when he had to. Nationals have turned 3 double plays tonight. Phillies a couple of runs in the 2nd. And this one to the top of the 6th into the Washington bullpen. Now in a 2-0 game. Craig Stammen is second among National League relievers with 86 innings already this year.
Yeah, two-seam fastball, slider curve for Stammen. Fastball key to get to that slider. It's his out pitch. And if you would have told me before the game that John Lannon would have gave up 2 runs on 6 hits through 5 innings, I would have said I'm all in. Another good outing from John Lannon.
Yeah, Kyle Kendrick's the difference in this one. So here's Carlos Ruiz, and Stammen gets a high strike. So the Phillies box most of their action in the second. Kevin Franzen hasn't figured in the scoring, but he's 2 for 2. But Mayberry behind him sit into 2 double plays. Darren Ruff, the big hit of the night, the 2-run triple, his first as a major leaguer. And a 1-2, hard sinker, strikeout. 3rd K of the night by the Nats. Craig Stammen comes out firing.
Ruiz a smart hitter, maybe thinking slider right there. Stammen sneaks the fastball by him, two-seam variety, down and in. Good late sink for strike 3. You remember how I told you I'm friends with Kevin Franzen. I coached him in A-ball. We're real close friends because we both live in Northern California together in the offseason. I texted him today and I said, can you please lose tonight? Thanks. In the middle of the day.
Did you ever get a response?
No.
Why would you? Ty Wigginton in the batter's box, 2 for 3 career against Stammen. He's 1 for 2 tonight. He was tagged out at the plate on that outstanding 3-2 double play Adam LaRoche engineered. And that's a breaking ball in there. And a good sign to see Craig throwing his sinker and his slider for strikes here.
Well, he's got the good two-seamer going tonight so far.
One ball and 2 strikes. Well, this 28-year-old right-hander has pitched himself into such a significant role on this staff. Maybe we saw this coming. 7 games at the tail end of last year, an 0.87 ERA out of the bullpen. And he's picked right up here. 2-2 pitch. Got him. Diving down and away from the right-hander.
I'm trying to figure out what pitch this was from Stammen. See if we can pick up the rotation. Yeah, slider 86. I thought it might have been a changeup. He doesn't throw them very often at all. Not the break we're used to seeing on the 86, but just enough to strike out Wigginton.
So what does Stammen do against the lefty Brown? He paints with a fastball tailing away. Dominic Brown base it up the middle, a run scored, double in the 4th that set him up to get the bases loaded. But Lannon shut the door there. There's a backdoor breaking ball, 0-2. That didn't take long. Now it'll take a throw from Suzuki as Craig Stammen strikes out the side.
Momentum shift?
As dominating an inning as he has had all year. W.B. Mason. Who but W.B. Mason? Big crowd tonight making lots of playoff-bound noise. The Nats trying to win one more to get there. Getting some help in Pittsburgh right now. Bryce Harper, 7 homers last month, got him to 22 on the year. So he tied Tony Conigliaro for the most in a month by a teenager. Most in a season, Conigliaro 24, Bryce 22. Kendrick averaging right around 16 pitches per inning as he nears 80 here in the 6th. Harper has fouled out to short and pulled a ground ball to tie Wigginton at first. That ball is hammered to left center. Heading for the W.B. Mason sign. And Bryce Harper awakens the ballpark.
Look at the emotion at second base. Big game Bryce showing up again.
That's an 8-game hitting streak.
That ball was smoked. And finally got a pitch up. Belt high two-seam fastball. Let it get deep. Went the other way. And just simply hit it over the head of John Mayberry. No shot of running that one down. You see the emotion. Trying to pump up the boys in the dugout. A leadoff double here in the 6th for the Nats.
That brings in Ryan Zimmerman. Nobody out. Ryan's hit the ball on the ground twice tonight, but he has 10 career hits and a home run against Kyle Kendrick. Bryce Harper, by the way, is now 6 for 12 against this right-hander. He's been throwing that changeup in off the plate to right-handed hitters. Struck out Jason Worth with it the last inning, but he's behind here. Zimmerman gets jammed. Right field. And Chase Utley makes the basket catch. Harper goes to third, and he gets there with one out. He would have been safe even if Franzen hadn't dropped the ball. And Bryce Harper turning a short fly ball into a very important 90 feet.
Turned it into a productive out. Good play by Chase Utley. Had a long way to go for that. But Bryce Harper standing on the base right here. As soon as Utley caught it, he was off to the races. And did you really think he was going to stay at second? A good read right there. That's a tough read for a base runner. If it drops, you want to be halfway enough to at least advance to third, maybe thinking about scoring, but down by 2, probably not. But he saw that Utley had a beat on it, went back to the bag, tagged up, and used the speed.
Nats box, 4 hits all night. How big Harper's double will be in the 6th remains to be seen. And here's Adam LaRoche. Shift is on, but they have to leave Kevin Franzen at least in the neighborhood of third base with a runner.
Hunting RBI number 100.
Oh, and he gets jammed and pops it up. Michael Martinez, 2 outs.
And he got a pitch up. That's what he was looking for, but he got underneath it.
Two outs, up to Michael Morse. Base hit opposite field first time. Ground ball to short second time.
He's been leaving stuff out over the plate for Morse all night long. On the outer half where he likes it. And as we've seen, this ballpark can't hold him the other way.
Ball game in Pittsburgh to the bottom of the 6th. This one, 2 outs, bottom 6. .90 right in there. And then Kendrick breaks one away from him. 0-2. Ooh. Slider. Cutter look to it, just up and away.
I mean, there haven't been a whole lot of easy takes for Nationals hitters all night long. Everything Kyle Kendrick has thrown has teased the strike zone, if not hit the strike zone. Done a nice job of shaving the corners.
Well, Michael Morse knows if it's close, he's got to be hacking. Did he check? Yes, he did.
Wow, they caught a break.
Kendrick was off the mound, starting to run to the dugout.
Let's check it out. Did he go? Manny Gonzalez said no. Oh, my goodness. Let's catch a huge break.
We've seen those called strike 3.
Charlie not happy. He's telling him if he makes contact, it's out of here.
Morris will pull it hard and foul.
Probably hard for Michael Morse to hold up with that wrist the way it is.
Kendrick now with a long pause, and maybe Ruiz to settle him down a bit after he was a matter of an inch or so away from being out of this inning. We've said this many times. Seldom does anything good happen to a pitcher after he doesn't get that 2-strike check swing call. It's up to Michael Morse now. Ooh, pitch up. Kendrick's next one will be number 90.
It's a good take. That pitch was a strike for a long time. Trying to control the moment. Deep breaths. And this crowd is ready to lose their minds.
They've been rehearsing for this night all year. And Morse is going to be called out on a 92-mile-an-hour fastball outside corner.
Boy, he's made some big pitches.
On to the 7th inning, and the Phillies still lead by 2. An inning ender for Kyle Kendrick. Playoff type baseball, though, it boils down to getting guys home from third base, 2-out hits if you can get them.
Yeah, leadoff doubles have to score in big games. Bryce Harper did a nice job of advancing to third base. Didn't happen that inning, but I'll tell you this is Kyle Kendrick's playoff game right now. He's pitching like this is a playoff game. I mean, he's making big pitches, big-time pitches in big-time spots.
Easily the best we've seen him this year. Craig Stammen didn't miss with many. And that's Josh Lindblom for the Phils. Craig Stammen against Darren Ruff. Throws it by him. 13 pitches, 10 strikes. Last inning to strike out the side.
Two-seamer's nice.
Pirates just went out in the bottom of the 6th. So these games running almost concurrently. Top 7 at Pittsburgh. The Bucks lead the Braves 2-1. Ruff has a 2-run triple and has been walked intentionally.
And Pirates are going out before the game's over in the bottom of the 6th?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, they went out.
Oh. Have to wait till
we hope they stay for the rest of the evening and take care of some business.
They're going to go out. Let's hope it's after the 9th.
Hard sinker down and in. Craig Stammen unhittable at the moment. 4 consecutive swinging strikeouts.
Another two-seam fastball underneath the hands of Ruff. He's been a tough out for the Nats the last 2 series. Good pitch. Maybe they found a hole in that guy's swing because they haven't found one yet.
$37 times 4 for Stammen. Lannon struck out a couple, so 6 strikeouts, and more money from the Washington area Toyota dealers to the National Institutes of Health and Children's Inn there, where kids get great medical treatment with their families at their sides. 5 strikeouts in a row overall going back to Lannon's last hitter. And this is Michael Martinez. Kyle Kendrick, with the bullpen busy, is on deck here in the top of the 7th. Wow.
Well, I, for one, think that Charlie Manuel should pinch hit for Kyle Kendrick right here.
I think I'd rather see Ryan Howard up there. Low and inside, anything to get Kendrick out of the game the way he's throwing. Only 2 strikeouts. 91 pitches, 57 strikes through 6.
Just got to keep hanging around.
Two and two to Michael Martinez. And he goes down on strikes.
5 strikeouts in a row for Craig Stammen,
who pitched a third of an inning in St. Louis yesterday, got an out, and then, of course, the night before, worked a 9th or 10th inning to get his first major league save.
He's got the now you see it, now you don't slider working to perfection.
Wow. That's a slider Drew Storn would be proud of.
But it's being set up by the fastball and the command of the fastball to get ahead.
Two balls, 1 strike. That'll even things up. Craig Stammen already has a season high in any of his appearances with these 5 strikeouts tonight. Just getting outs no matter how you can, the order of the night for the bullpen. So far, so good. 2-2 pitch. Well, somebody made some contact, the pitcher. So Lindblom joined now by the lefty Jeremy Horst.
Kyle Kendrick having the best step out of the night off of Craig Stammen.
He swung, 6 up, 6 down, all on strikes. Craig Stammen gets this crowd into the 7th inning stretch. He's doing his job. Now the offense trying to get something going.
Dominating.
Go to Dodge.com or visit your local Dodge dealer this week. By the Virginia Lottery. We'll play anything, anywhere, anytime. We're game. And by Mercedes-Benz, located on the web at MBUSA.com. It's been 2-0 since the top of the second. And that's the way it remains. Nats looking to get something going against the Phillies here. Kyle Kendrick to the mound. And don't forget about the Clinch the Playoff t-shirt. It's available at the Nationals Clubhouse Team Store at Nats Park. For more info, 202-640-7777. So Craig Stammen gets this one to the bottom of the seventh with 6 consecutive strikeouts. Davey Johnson has Desmond, Espinosa, and Suzuki, 6, 7, 8. They'll get Kyle Kendrick right up about 100 pitches for the night in this inning. Looks like Ryan Matthews will take over for Stammen, and that'll be a hard act to follow.
Yeah, one shy of the Nats club record for consecutive Ks. Stands at 7.
Yeah, and that's usually something a starter does. Ian Desmond went deep against Kyle Kendrick in Philadelphia. Boy, did he pull this one.
But you see the pitch from Kendrick? We haven't seen that pitch all night long. Everything was flat in Philadelphia. Tonight, everything's sharp. He said he was going to make the adjustments between starts. He said he'd be better next time out. And he has. Walking the talk, big time.
Desmond 1 for 2 tonight. Had his bat busted last time as he really got jammed. Up the middle. Nice big hop from Michael Martinez. Discover Kia's full lineup of high quality, stylish, and dependable vehicles. To learn more, visit Kia.com. So, home runs by second baseman last 2 seasons. You know, Dan Ugla would be on that list. Ricky Weeks has made a nice comeback in Milwaukee. Brandon Phillips. And then there's Danny, almost right in the middle of all those guys. Jeff Kent started that whole thing years ago. Second base becoming more of a power position than it had been ever. Espinosa, 2 ground balls. Danny 0 for 2. Kyle Kendrick has 13 ground ball outs tonight. Of the 19 he has registered.
I mean, you could just tell he's digging the atmosphere, digging the vibe. And like we said, coming back from break on camera, this is his playoff game.
Career record of 53 and 42.
And that's the changeup, and it's been a beauty all night long. 81 miles an hour, the bottom dropping out of it.
Oh-2, target away. That's a fastball away to strike him out. Strikeout number 3 by Kendrick. Postseason just about here. Follow every pitch with MLB.com at bat. 12 for your iPhone, iPad, Android, BlackBerry, Windows Phone 7. Live audio pitch tracking, video highlights. Text at bat to 31826. Or log on to nationals.com to check it out. Standard message rate supply.
I can neither confirm nor deny that I've had an eye on the Braves Pirates game on my MLB app all night long.
I've got 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Starling Marte, who has scored both of their runs, is batting. Paul Maholm still in that game. The Pirates can keep the lead.
That'd be good.
You keep Craig Kimbrell off the mound in the 9th inning with a lead. He might pitch the 9th inning anyway, but it's a whole different story when you're behind. That's that guy. So Suzuki's been walked intentionally and has a base hit.
Little Kurt Suzuki chant going here at the ballpark.
Steve Lombardozzi, if the inning continues, to hit for Craig Stammen. Kendrick has 2 outs and he hasn't reached 100 pitches yet. Started the inning with 91. The Nats have 2 hits since the second, only 4 all night.
Well, I wonder if Suzuki gets on. Davey Johnson thinks about going to Chad Tracy in this situation.
Power rather than the contact of Lombardozzi.
He's got Lombardozzi on deck, maybe setting a trap.
Suzuki will bounce it, and it goes foul. Strike 2.
There he is, Captain Gooner. He's locked and loaded.
Yeah.
Sometimes you take your best pinch hitter and you try to hide him, but I'm sure Charlie Manuel very aware of the situation.
And a ball diving inside. Manny Gonzalez. That wouldn't be a makeup call, would it?
I don't know.
That did not appear to be that close to a swing, and Suzuki cannot believe it. Manny Gonzalez might be 0 for 2. John Lannon got 5 innings. Shut down the Phillies except for 1 frame and a leadoff walk hurt there. Kyle Kendrick, amazing, through 7. And Craig Stammen, 6 strikeouts in a row.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a strikeout right here. I'm pretty sure about it. But the slider was great. It was the now you see it, now you don't slider from Craig Stammen tonight. He got a couple of Ks with the fastball, too. There's a nasty slider. This should be a heater right here. Yeah, 2-seam variety under the hands of Ruff. And then he goes with the slider to Martinez. And a 3-2 fastball to Kyle Kendrick. 6 consecutive strikeouts and a dominant performance, as dominating as I've ever seen Craig Stammen.
Ryan Matthews, 2.94 ERA as he comes out for his 65th appearance. 38 strikeouts in 64 innings, league hitting .243 against him. Pirates just made the 3rd out in the bottom of the 7th, so they're moving to the 8th in Pittsburgh.
How about the drama right now? Are you kidding me?
It's Justin DeFreitas for the Phillies. Top of the order for Philadelphia, Kevin Franzen, 2 for 3. Mayberry Utley to follow. Line drive. On a fly. Danny Espinosa, 1 out, top of the 8th. Tonight's copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Washington Nationals. John Mayberry Jr., 2 double play balls and a walk, 0 for 2. And a good Matthews fastball to the inside corner. Elevates it a bit, but perfect on the edge.
95.
Chase Utley, 0 for 3 tonight. That's rare. And Matthews with a very heavy sinking fastball. The bullpen dominant right now.
All started by Craig Stammen, and Ryan Matthews picking up where Stammen left off. 95 miles an hour on the 2-seam runner. Fastball sharp tonight so far for Matthews.
Chase Utley is 0 for 2 career against him. So Stammen goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Franzen lines out to Espinosa, then Matthews gets another strikeout. Chase Utley struck out the last man John Lannon faced back in the 5th. John Lennon not going anywhere. Wants to watch this one.
And did a nice job of damage control, getting double plays when he needed to. Nothing spectacular, just brought his lunch pail and his hard hat and got the job done.
10 ground ball outs tonight. 6 of them on double play balls. 1 ball, 1 strike to Utley. Bases empty, 2 outs. He'll serve one to left. Here comes Michael Morris. Phillies haven't had a hit since the 4th inning. And here comes the bottom of the 8th. 21-8 with a 2.89 ERA. And he leads the major leagues with those 21, 8-2 in his last 10 starts. Phillies have not announced a starter yet. 6:30 Nats Extra. Johnny and Ray here at the ballpark. And the first pitch at 7:05. So the Phillies on top 2-0. Go to their bullpen. They're also going to adjust their defense. The Nats haven't been able to break through with the long ball tonight. It could happen any moment. Every time they do, there's been 190 of them. $200 to the Children's National Medical Center, thanks to our Washington area Lexus dealers. So Dominic Brown moves from right to left. Good defender, good stick. Nate Scherholz into the game to play right. And the new pitcher will be Justin DeFreitas. Steve Lombardozzi will be the leadoff man against him.
See the opponent's average 182. And that saw DeFreitas when they were in Philadelphia. 3-pitch guy. Fastball, slider, change. Fastball averaging 93 miles an hour.
Lombardozzi as a pinch hitter, 8 for 24. Goes up swinging, a high one, and he put it straight back. So 100 pitches, 64 strikes in 7 shutout innings for Kyle Kendrick. One of the best games of his career. High strike, 0-2.
Excuse me, Carp, you've heard me say it before. When a guy's dealing as a hitter, even if you're bringing in guys with plus stuff, you just want anybody else on the mound besides the guy that just dominated for 7 innings. Doesn't matter who.
Lombardozzi to left, but it hangs up. And that's where Dominic Brown was playing. Pretty easy grab for a guy with his speed.
Good swing, put it in play, had him played perfect. Well, this is the time of game where Jason Worth needs to find a way to get on first base and set the table for big game Bryce.
Worth is 1 for 2 against DeFreitas this year.
Large cranium right there. Big beard.
0 for 3 is Jason Worth tonight. I don't know who's starting tomorrow night for the Phillies, but the Nats are going to get their best bolt throughout this series. They don't want anybody clinching a division against them.
Well, if the Pirates win tonight, they can start Steve Carlton.
I'd like to see that, actually. Yeah. I love seeing that. Jason Worth is aboard. The Nats have their 5th base hit of the night.
There you go. Get that guy on. Good things happen. Especially with the way Bryce Harper's swinging the bat. Sharp single to left for Jason Worth, and yep, worth it.
Your mission, our commitment. Visit agilitycorp.com. Highest slugging percentage since the end of August. And this is major leagues. Bryce Harper, one of only 3 guys at 700 or better.
Boy, look how big a base hit is when you're talking about big games. Down by 2, Jason Worth with a simple single to left feet. And the crowd on their feet, they've been into it from the first pitch. And they're making some serious noise tonight at Nats Park. It's officially a home field advantage.
DeFreitas with a fastball in there at 93. Bryce has not faced him. Double to left center off Kendrick last time, leading off the 6th. Change up away. Worth a big secondary lead. Draws a throw from Ruiz.
Tony Watson just got Jason Hayward to fly out to end the 8th. 2-1 Pirates. Three outs away.
So he throws the fastball, then he goes off speed and misses with 2. Ruiz to talk to Justin DeFreitas.
This guy's a really good hitter, and you better be careful in a 2-1 count.
So the Pirates coming up in the bottom of the 8th. You know they'll be sending ex-Nat Joel Hanrahan to the mound in his 36 saves in the top of the 9th.
How would that be?
Wow. Either a Braves loss or a Nats win puts this team into the championship. And a 2-1 pitch to Harper. Up and away, ball 3. I don't think anybody in the lower bowl is sitting right now, except for some casual fans behind home plate. They are standing up and reacting with every pitch. Harper, 1 for 3 with a double. This crowd wants to see some numbers on the scoreboard.
Oh, we got a pitch. Center cut fastball, 3-1 count, fouled it straight back.
And a payoff pitch with 1 out. Harper takes a changeup and he walks.
What a great take. That looked like a strike for about 55 feet. The bottom dropped out, 3-2 changeup. Fish ain't biting. And what I always say, when those two guys are on together, look out.
Now Ryan Zimmerman will be announced.
But you can just see DeFreitas kind of looking around right now. He's feeling it. And that's what I always talk about in this ballpark. When you're on the road as a visiting player, you can make the opposition tight just by getting on your feet and making noise. Been there, felt that. It's not a good feeling in a gray uniform here in the home crowd. Get into it like they are right now.
Rich Doobie to the mound.
I mean, the scouting this time of year is so extensive. When you played a team 16 times already during the season, guys know what Ryan Zimmerman's going to do. They know what Bryce's tendencies are. They know about Jason Worth. Rich Doobie going out to the mound telling DeFreitas exactly what he thinks would be a good pitch to Ryan Zimmerman early in the count.
Ryan is 0 for 3 tonight. And a native son of Virginia steps in the biggest spot of his career. 2 on, 1 out. High and tight. Ryan has never faced Justin DeFreitas.
DeFreitas is feeling it right now.
He pitched in 5 big league games last year. He's 24 years of age and pitching in his 12th major league game right here.
Well, Jason Worth is thinking about stealing third. Bryce Harper right on his tail. He's watching Worth. And even though you got your guy up there and Ryan Zimmerman, Worth working hard at second base. And if Chase Utley and Michael Martinez don't pay attention, both of these guys will steal. They're looking for it.
Harper a huge lead. And then staring at Worth, DeFreitas has to step off.
See, but even though Worth probably wasn't going right there, he's getting the attention of DeFreitas, and that's a good thing.
.92 off the plate inside, and the count's 1-2.
And looking for something up to elevate. Probably just a little bit too high and too far in for Ryan. Yeah, he's thinking one thing right there. And look at where Utley just started out. Chasing Worth.
Zimmerman hits it to center. And a diving catch by Mayberry. That ball dying right in front of him, and he grabs it for the second out.
Boy, he's a long strider because there was no sense of urgency right there from John Mayberry Jr. Just picking up ground with those long legs of his. And this one looked like it was going to drop from where we're sitting. And you see Mayberry thinking he has it all the way and then having to dive at the last second. Good play.
Well, you figured Zimmerman would be DeFreitas' last hitter. They've had the left-hander, Jeremy Horst, ready for a while. So it'll be lefty-lefty, Adam LaRoche on the way. Moment. LaRoche is 0 for 2 career against him, and now they've are in the process of going to the top of the ninth in Pittsburgh, with the Pirates leading the Braves 2-1. In that ballpark, the Nats are 3 outs away from a division championship. In this park, they're 3 runs away from a possible division championship. So LaRoche gets the big spot here. Two on, 2 out. Adam 0 for 3 tonight. Shift is on. Breaking ball away. Michael Morse is next, and if Horst doesn't end the inning against LaRoche, it'll probably be Josh Lindblom against Michael Morse. One out in Pittsburgh, by the way. And a 1-1 count. LaRoche takes it upstairs. Braves have a base runner on an infield hit. Maybe an error ruled, but first base, 1 out. 2-1 to Adam. And that pitch way in on his hands, and he bounces it into the Nats dugout. Worth the base hit, Harper a walk. Tying runs the board. And a 2-2 strikes out LaRoche looking. 8th inning over here. They're in the 9th inning in Pittsburgh. The Nats are one Pirate out away from a division championship. Nats Extra, when this one's over, Johnny and Ray at the ballpark. It's presented by WB Mason as soon as this game's over. And I'm telling you right now, don't even let the thought of the Nats backing into a championship cross your mind, because when you win 96 games at least, there's nothing like that. So Drew Storen gets the call here to keep this a 2-0 game. The Nats will have Morse, Desmond, Espinosa up in the bottom of the 9th. Jeremy Horst, his assignment was to get Adam LaRoche lefty-lefty, and he did.
The pitch was a little bit outside. We took a look at the replay during the break, and a pitcher's strike for strike 3 to Adam LaRoche.
Carlos Ruiz, Ty Wigginton, Dominic Brown. Ruiz is 0 for 2 with a walk. Drew Storen. First pitch. Stands him up and sends him back. And a ball hammered to right. Here comes Worth. 1 out. A laser.
Did you hear the Let's Go Pirates chant going here at Nats Park?
Well, it's the closest city, along with Philadelphia, to Nats Park. Maybe they can hear them up there.
That's the first time and maybe the last time you'll ever hear that in the nation's capital.
I heard 12 guys from Pennsylvania hollering that way back early in the season. Davey Johnson's ball club down 2-0 here. Brian McCann is batting in Pittsburgh on a count of 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs in the 9th. with the runner at first. There's another line drive. Espinoza has it. That'll bring in Dominic Brown.
Sorry, I'm not saying much. I'm over here in the corner sucking my thumb in the fetal position.
And Storen misses outside with a fastball. That one is in there.
95, good sink.
Storen with a killer-looking slider. Down and into the left-hander. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And a 1-2 pitch. And a ground ball sounded like a busted bat. Espinoza has it. This one's going to the bottom of the 9th. And while we go to the bottom of the 9th, the Nationals are Eastern Division champions. The Pirates just beat the Braves 2-1. You can celebrate now. Well, how about that? Just as Danny Espinoza threw out Dominic Brown, a ground ball in Pittsburgh took care of the Atlanta Braves, and the Nationals have won their first of what we hope is many Eastern Division championships.
For the first time in the history of Washington, D.C. baseball, the D.C. stands for Division Champs.
Well, at a moment like this, you think about the 33 Senators. You think about the 1948 Homestead Grays who won a championship. Not in the major leagues, but a significant league they played in. And now a whole new chapter.
Can you just go to the clubhouse right now? How good does that look? That's a lot of hard work. That's what I'm thinking about. You talk about spring training in April, the swagger these guys had coming off a great September last year. That guy right there didn't come to Washington to lose. That's a great shot of those two. Have been such a big part of it. All the hours the coaching staff put in. These guys getting here at noon every single day. And Mike Rizzo assembling that team in the offseason, and you just knew this season had that kind of feel to it from opening day. And here you are 6 months later, NL East champs. How about that?
Well, there may or may not be a walk-off rally here, but the Nats will walk off the field champions. Listen to this crowd singing Michael Morse's walk-up song. If I know Ryan Zimmerman like I think I do, he's holding back some emotion right now.
That's Goosebump City for everybody in that dugout. Fans tonight have been unreal.
Michael Morse is 1 for 3. Philippe Oman for the Phillies there in the ninth. Fastball up. Michael Morse is 0 for 2 against this right-hander. And Morse will fly one to center. Routine fly ball for Mayberry. Nats haven't been able to muster much offense tonight. 5 hits in 8 innings. And now just 2 outs to go. And again, when you win 96 games, there is no backing into a championship.
We saw the reaction in the dugout. They could care less. You worked that hard for this many games. Get to game number 160. It doesn't matter how you get your foot in the door. It doesn't matter how you do it. It's been the body of work for 6 months, and they were the best team in the National League East for 6 months.
Desmond with a chopper foul. And then meanwhile, one other thing to throw your way. 6th inning at St. Louis. Cincinnati trailing 3-1. Teams came in 96 and 63. Ian Desmond 1 for 3 tonight. Breaking ball in there, 0-2.
I didn't think the Braves were ever going to lose again the rest of the history of their franchise.
Quite a season they've had. Two outs. Well, shows you how tough the National League East can be. You got to play till the 3rd last game of the year to clinch when you've won over 95 games. So the Nats' last hope to keep this one alive is Danny Espinosa. Danny 0 for 3 with 3 ground balls. I don't know how the Nationals are going to celebrate on the field if they lose this game, but I am thinking the first thing they might do is turn their attention toward these fans. We'll see.
Well, they've been great all year long, and they brought it tonight, just like the Nats have brought it for 6 months.
And the 0-1. Worth, Zimmerman, Morse might be having that discussion right now. How do we handle this? What do we do? It's when you look to your veteran guys.
Victory lap, man. Run around the ballpark. High-five the fans.
Sounds great. And a 1-2. Espinosa, right side. This game is over, but the season far from over for the Washington Nationals. They're going to be shut out by the Phillies tonight, but thanks to the Pirates who beat the Braves, the Nationals win the division.
It's been an honor and a privilege to watch this ball club play all year long.
Here they come.
Let the Phillies shake hands. Now it's their turn.
Yeah, there's a new set of T-shirts in case you haven't noticed. They say National League East champions. Henry Rodriguez, so important to that bullpen early in the season. Suzuki, Bernardina, Yuri Perez coming in. Zimmerman, Corey Brown, Edwin Jackson, Detweiler, LaRoche, and Mike Rizzo, the man who built this club. All but 5 players on this ball club joining since Mike Rizzo became GM. Ted and Annette Lerner. Ed Cohen, Bob Tannenbaum, Nats owners. I think a lot of the fans who stay around, we certainly think at some point there will be players and fans interacting. Davey Johnson guiding this ball club to 96 wins and a possible couple more. Evidently, Wolf Blitzer considers this the Situation Room tonight. Mark Lerner is with Christina, and Christina, pass along our congrats.
Mr. Lerner, that T-shirt looks great on you. It's been a long time coming, not just this season, the years that you've had this team. How does this feel right now?
It's awesome for our whole family, this organization, and a special thank you to my father, because it wouldn't have happened without him, his vision and his determination to do it the right way. And I thank him. I love you, Dad.
Was this the vision of the Lerner family, this packed house, all these fans backing this team up to the end?
This is what you dream about at night. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Couldn't be happier. Unbelievable bunch of guys. Davey Johnson, this team. It couldn't be a better group in baseball.
When you think about the expectations and spring training and what these guys have gone through, talk about the makeup of this team.
The makeup, there's not a bad one in the bunch. I mean, they're a great mixture of youth and veterans, and the mentoring that goes on. It was a pleasure to watch them go through the season. And the beauty of it is we got most of them for a long time to come.
Congratulations. Go celebrate. They're already getting started in the clubhouse.
Well, I can hear a little hoarseness, and I do believe emotion in the voice of Mark Lerner. The plastic has been hung to cover the lockers. Mike Rizzo right in the middle, doing his share of damage with the champagne. Suzuki with the goggles. And really, when you think about the history of this ball club in recent years, it's probably a scene that many thought would arrive next year at the earliest, and maybe even further down the road. The Nats won 80 games last year, had to win 15 out of 20 to get to that point. 69 the year before that. And then 08-09, just 59. 73 in 07, 71 games in 06. The surprising 500 season back in 05 when they went 81 and 81, but a second half fade kept them out of the playoffs. And so here they are, a ball club that many thought might mature and reach this level next year, and they've gone right out and done it a year ahead of schedule. And we've been in those clubhouse celebrations before in other places, FP and I both. Things stay crazy for a while. Then they settle down, and then just when you think maybe it's over, things get a little fun again. Ray Knight, you've been in clubhouses where champagne is flying. I don't know if you guys had goggles back then, but Ray, describe for us this feeling right now from the player's perspective.
There's a tremendous amount of relief. There is just a bunch of love, of joy. It is an exhilaration that you can't create it. It's something that you really have never felt before. Maybe in high school sports, maybe even in college when you win, there's a feeling of a group accomplishment. But when you do it in the level that's the highest possible level, in the grind over 162 games, with new faces being added back and forth as the year goes on, the season starting to grind a little bit, and it's just a once-in-a-lifetime feeling for a lot of people, and it only gets better as you win throughout the rest of the playoffs. So, Bob, it's hard to explain. You almost have to feel it, but it's the most powerful feeling that I ever had, other than maybe the birth of my children.
And of course, Ray, back in '86, division, then the league championship. And down through the decades of baseball, winning your pennant, which is the LCS now, that's always been considered the number one accomplishment, and the World Series icing on the cake. But I know all of these guys in the next day or two will realize there's a whole lot more work to be done. But Johnny and Ray, now that they've won the division, this is something to celebrate because you're going to play at least a best 3 out of 5. You're not celebrating a one-game winner-take-all wild card situation here.
And you know, Bob, this ball club, as you and FP know, and Christina and Ray and I know, they're made up of such a wonderful mix of young guys and the veteran guys showing the way. And only Jason Worth and Adam LaRoche have been in postseason play with Edwin Jackson. So, you know, it's kind of like it's absolutely new for everybody else. Let's go downstairs to FP standing by with the Nationals manager, Davey Johnson.
Congratulations, Skipper. Long road. You guys have been working hard all season long. What does it feel like?
Oh, it feels great. This never gets old. And it's a great group of guys, and it's fun to see them having fun, you know?
You've been such a calming influence all season long. These last couple of games have been a little bit rough. Everybody looking down to you. You've been the guy all season long that they look to.
Well, I tell you what, they didn't need to look to anybody. They got a lot of talent on this ball club, and they all know it's just one more step. So I'm glad that we got this over with now and get ready for whoever we're going to play.
How does this compare to the other ones?
This one's bigger than any of them because, I mean, I kind of grew up over here. And they haven't had it here, and they're all deserving. They're all great guys.
Are you glad you got back into managing right now?
Oh, I love baseball, and I love Washington, D.C. And this group here, you know, we better get out of here.
we're about to get nailed. Congratulations, Skipper. Go celebrate.
All right, FP. And just moments ago, there was a huge reaction out here at Nationals Park. We promised you that this team would interact with the fans, and here they go. A lot of fans are rushing down to the rail. Possible victory lap coming up here. Gio was the first one out, and obviously no surprise there. because he's the one who wears the emotions of this team. And, of course, there's Ian Desmond with his little guy. I'm not sure the little guy knows what's going on, but what a nice time for Grayson and his daddy. Jason Worth, Mark DeRosa, Bryce Harper, Drew Storer and Ross Detweiler in the background there. And this is what's great about this, because the fans who've remained in the ballpark, they're snapping pictures with their cameras and their phones right now. And it's a moment that you never forget. And you're going to be able to go home and say, hey, Michael Moore sprayed champagne on me last night. Or whatever the beverage might be. The beast has been unleashed. And obviously, if you're outside, no guarantee that you'll stay dry. A chant of "Let's go Nats," which in this case means let's go farther. Well, you know, this ballpark hasn't been able to hold Michael Morse all year. Only fitting he's the one furthest from home plate. Christina with Adam LaRoche.
All right, Adam, you guys have been waiting for this for some time now. Is it exactly the feeling that you expected?
It is. It's been a long time for me. This has been quite a few years since I was able to come out here and celebrate and actually play in October. So obviously it would have been nice to do it on a win, but the fact that we got it done, you know, with the last 6 months of hard work, all those wins finally paid off here the last 3 days. So a lot of guys never got to do this. You know, I think of them, guys that have been here forever, that haven't got to experience this, and now they're seeing it, so this is step one. You know, now we keep going. When you think about the expectations, go back to spring training, the expectations of this team and what you guys hoped for, what goes through your mind? You know, just there they are. What's up, little guys? Ones. Come on. There's my kids here. How you doing, buddy? I think, you know, you go back, I don't even know what to say to that. You go back to spring training, and I've said it a lot, you know, on paper we're a great team. We thought we had a good chance with the guys we had out there. The learners, Rizzo, obviously put an unbelievable team together. There he is right there.
Well, live television, there's nothing like it when you have a division series, an LCS, or a World Series clinching celebration. So this is what you hope for. After this all sinks in for a while, then you look forward to taking those next steps. And it's such an unusual year in Major League Baseball. Johnny and Ray, I'll bring you guys in again. This whole playoff setup is so different than it has been in years past with the winner-take-all wild card thing. Just to not have to be part of that, and you know you're going to be playing a real playoff series in a couple of days, that's pretty big.
And also, Bob, and Ray knows as well as anybody, the season's not done. They still got the Cincinnati Reds to contend with. They're on the verge of losing tonight to the Cardinals. They may have lost already, and the Nationals still have an opportunity to get the best record in the National League in their pocket.
Well, you know, that is so true, Johnny, but I don't know whether Davey cares about that or not. You know, he doesn't care. I think he's going to end up setting up this rotation probably where he's going to just have Gio ready to go in game one. And the fact that you don't have to play a play-in game, that just allowed you to rest a couple of guys, 3 or 4 guys the rest of the year, and set it up any way you want to. And But the greatest thing about it is you continue playing, and that continuation is going to bring feelings that the fans have not felt here in forever. These players have not felt that way for a long time. Some of them have never felt it, but it gets more and more magnified and more sweet.
And that sign right there kind of says it all. In Rizzo, we trust, and we trust like crazy because he's the architect of this ball club, and Mike is standing by with Christina right now.
Mike, you pictured this from day one. You saw this coming. You knew this would happen. Talk about what went into it when you look at this team and how it feels right now for it to actually come to fruition.
Well, it feels terrific. From where we were, just a few short years ago, the fan base is electric. It's a young athletic ball club that we put together. We sprinkled in some seasoned veterans to help lead us along the way. Keep pouring it. I love it. And this is one of the stops. This is one of our stops, and we're looking to do bigger and better things, and we got a great group of guys, and I'm just so proud of them and the Lerner family for putting this thing together, and the trust that they put in us, and my front office, the scouts, the player developments. I'd be remiss if we didn't include them, because it's because of them that all these players are here. So we love it.
You talk about so much about makeup that is part of winning like this. Talk about the makeup of this team and these guys as they pour beer on your head.
They're terrific young men. They battled all year through some trials and tribulations. The best record in Major League Baseball, and we're so excited to take this first step and see where this thing leads us.
And the fans sticking around, being here just all season long, they've been such a huge part of this.
I've seen this fan base build and grow, and since day one, and they're terrific. They're baseball people. They know the game. They know how to electrify a crowd, and we're gonna be back and doing this a couple more times. So we're fired up about it.
And this team is never satisfied. This is just one more step in the next ultimate goal.
This is a step in the right direction. Davey Johnson going to lead this team to do great things this year, and I can't say enough about the fellas. They've been terrific, and we're excited for tonight, and then we're going to take care of business later on.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Mike Rizzo, a scout, a real bird dog, drove thousands of miles in a car to scout kids in the upper Midwest, got a shot with the White Sox, got a shot with Arizona. They were minor league organization of the year when he was there. He comes to Washington, leads this club to a division championship. And the most recent piece of the puzzle, Christina, Kurt Suzuki.
Absolutely, Bob. Recent piece of the puzzle. First of all, it's been kind of a couple of crazy months for you. What does it feel like for you to be standing here right now, a part of this?
Oh, this is crazy. I'd like to thank Mike Rizzo and his whole staff, for believing in me that I can do a job and come in and, be a piece of this team. And I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the fans and, how they embrace me coming here, and I'm just looking forward to it.
How much did this clubhouse energize you when you came to a new team, an unfamiliar place? How much did these guys help you out?
Oh, it's been such an easy transition. The great group of guys in the clubhouse, they welcomed me in nicely, and really allowed me to be myself because of that, and I'm grateful for that.
Gotta ask, the division that you guys have played in and just the competition from what you've seen since you've been here, think of how much went into it, beating these teams that are just great in this division.
It's tough. These last couple weeks, no doubt it's been tough, but I think this will get us ready for the postseason, and I think the best is yet to come.
You guys are never satisfied. One step in the right direction, though.
Absolutely. This is a first step, and, we're just looking forward to it.
Were you guys scoreboard watching there at the end? You had to have been, obviously.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I was.
Thanks, Kurt.
All right.
Well, Kurt Suzuki, a walk and a hit tonight. And since coming over to the Nats, batting right around 270, 25 home runs in 41 games. But more importantly than that, the way he has handled the pitching staff, the way he has had a relationship with Gio Gonzalez. Those guys have their own set of signs they use from time to time. And there has never been a postseason play with outstanding catching. And with Suzuki in mind, I think we also need to keep a couple of other young men in mind. One of them's name is Jesus Flores. One of them's name is Wilson Ramos. And those are young guys, Ray, that have contributed in their own ways. And we're going to hear plenty in the future from both of those young catchers.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt. And catching, I've always felt, is where you start baseball teams, where you start the foundation. Without good, solid catching, you're not going to have good pitching. They have to be confident in the guy that they're throwing to. And I think that they went in to great depths to acquire a guy like Ramos. And then when they felt like maybe they were a little short, they were able to get Suzuki and continue to keep this pitching staff as a centerpiece of this ball club. And they just performed exceptionally well all year long. And, goodness gracious, it's been a special year, and it continues to be a special year.
And Ray's talking about special year and great additions to the ball club. You heard from Suzuki. Now let's go to Christina with a guy that's already won 21 ball games, Gio Gonzalez.
Gio, you've been a huge factor in this team, these wins this year. Talk about when you first joined this team, how quickly you knew that this team had something special.
It happened in spring training. It was unbelievable. The chemistry, the joy these guys brought. We just band together as a group of brothers, and it's been showing all year. And we finished on top, baby. That's right. It's coming home.
I mean, we have to talk about the crowd that's still here. They obviously love this team. They've backed him up. A little embrace there. Go ahead.
The pimp with the limp right here. The pimp with the limp. And he came out. And he came out. That's the love right there.
How do you feel about Mr. Lerner? Why don't you tell us?
Oh, my God. I can't hug him too much. The guy's walking around with a limp. But right now, this is unbelievable. We got the greatest fans in the world, greatest team right now. Words can't even describe the excitement we got going on. And this is unbelievable. Oh, yeah, right. Oh, this is crazy right now. Woo! I'm too excited. It's my first time. And you know what? It's the greatest time, I can't even put it in words right now. I'm lost of words right now.
Gio, speechless? Get out of here.
I'll tell you, that's the man right there. That's the man right there. Woo! Everyone here, man, this is unbelievable. We've had a great season. Everyone's been doing their part. I can't explain how great these guys have been playing. But the most important part is we did it in front of Nats Nation, baby! The Natitude! Let's do it, baby! It's only going to get better. Let's go.
You guys are having fun, but you're still hungry. This is just one step in the right direction.
That's right. That's right, baby. Woo! We're playing like it's 2012. Let's do it, boys.
If we could ever get that guy to come out of his shell, he might be a lot of fun to be around. By the way, Ray was talking about the Reds and the Cardinals. Cincinnati got a run in the top of the seventh, but they still trail at St. Louis 4-2. And the Nats, of course, went into this evening tied with the Reds at 96 and 63. So that home field advantage thing is still in play. And if the Nats and the Reds would happen to end up with the same records after the games on Wednesday, Washington would get home field advantage based on their 5-2 season series advantage over Cincinnati. All right, Bryce Harper with Christina.
I don't think I can lie anymore.
All right, Bryce, when you think back to spring training with this team and then when you got called up, what goes through your mind now that you're standing here in this point?
It's unbelievable. Be able to enjoy this with these fans, this town, this city, and these guys is, pretty unbelievable experience. And, this is just the start of it, but we're going to enjoy it right now.
Tough division. You guys feed off of each other's energy, though. Talk about just the makeup of this club and how you guys were able to get to this point.
Everybody's different in our club, but, we mix really well. And, it's just great to, enjoy this with these people, these fans, this city. They've been waiting for it. And, I love you guys.
As a rookie, you win the division. What's going to be your encore at this point?
Trying to win that World Series. Winning 20 more of these things and, really just trying to, come out here and play the game I've been playing my whole life and, try to enjoy it and, win. That's what I want to do. I don't like losing. I like celebrating like this. So
clearly never satisfied. This is a step in the right direction, but you guys have a lot more coming, don't you?
Absolutely. We want to get that trophy at the end of the year. I want to be able to, kiss that thing and, be able to get that for the first time in the first year and, enjoy that with this team.
You're going to be able to sit back and enjoy this for a second before tomorrow?
Absolutely. This is unbelievable. I love it.
Thanks, Bryce. Congratulations.
Well, there's no doubt that Bryce Harper brought energy to this ball club. Came to the Nats, and there's Wilson Ramos. How about that? Good to see Wilson moving around. He's been a regular presence in the clubhouse since he had his surgery, got some rehab done, and look forward to seeing him at some point, hopefully early next year. Think about the tandem of Ramos and Suzuki. Jesus Flores part of the mix as well. Up close and personal. the best 19-year-old to be playing baseball in recent history. There's no doubt about that. So, Ray, what is the difference in a championship ball club than one that maybe gets part of the way but doesn't make it all the way?
There's an attitude that you develop in the course of a season, and you know that you're good, but at some point you look around with the people that are surrounded by you, the way that your manager approaches what he does, the coaches, and we talk about a culture. You create something that it feels special, and you know you're going to win games. And once you start winning games, you expect to win them. And once you reach that point, you go out and you just play baseball. This ball club has done that all year long. You don't win 96 ball games unless, number one, you have talent, but number two, you have a belief in your ability, and you care about the people around you. It's an unselfishness. It's a desire to excel. And it's a desire to be a part of something more than just Major League Baseball. You want to go to become the elite. So it's just an attitude, Bob. It's an attitude that's created from the top down, from Mike Rizzo, from the owners, the learners, all through the scouts, from Mike Rizzo's father to Bob Boone, all the way down through Schuler, Schaefer, Roy Clark. It's just a tremendous job that everybody does to get the quality players here, all the scouting, and then putting together a combination of young people with veteran talent and management that understands winning and have all that to mesh.
Johnny and Ray, and Johnny, you've watched the ups and downs of athletics for so many years and decades, and Ray, you've seen championship teams built. But none of them have really been built from a ball club that had to leave one city and go to another because of the lack of support, and then Major League Baseball actually owning that team for a couple of years and not really putting much any money into it. And then you have a new set of owners come in that have never been involved in the game of baseball. So maybe from both of you, the perspective of where this team started and how far it's come.
Well, we heard earlier, Bob, so many accolades being handed out tonight to this person and that person and this player and that player. But it really starts at the top. When Ted Lerner bought this ball club, right then he had a mission. He had a focus. He had a vision for the city. He knew that if they kind of stayed on course, he got the right people in the right positions. And as the players circle the field, as we're watching this celebration tonight, and the fans giving them just a rousing ovation, that kind of says it all right there, how much they've been ingrained in the community, how much the fans love these guys for what they have done. And, you know, when you look at it, this is just the beginning. And when you think back to all the guys in this ball club who have been through it all, from the very first day he came here, you got to talk about the face of the franchise. And nobody could be more happy of what this ball club has done than Ryan Zimmerman with Christina right now.
Ryan, obviously been expecting this moment for a long time. Has it sunk in yet what's actually going on right now?
Not really. I think, we've been through a lot of ups and downs this year, and a lot of us have been through a lot of ups and downs a lot of years. So for us to stick together all year and be this team and come out on top of a very tough division was it's everything I expected and more, and I can't wait to do it a bunch of times.
When you think back to spring training and what you guys have been through this season, what goes through your mind about this team?
We were a team. I think we had a lot of injuries, a lot of things that happened to us, and for us to persevere all those, we had guys come up from the minor leagues and play for weeks at a time and keep us wherever we were at. So, this is a great group of guys. All of us get along. All of us have fun together, and I think that was a big part of this.
You've seen this fan base grow as well. What's it like to have this place full, cheering you guys on, backing you up?
It's they've been through the bad years just like a bunch of us have, and they stuck with us, and we've given them something to cheer for finally, and we're going to do that for a long time. You
guys have talked about never being satisfied. This is a step in the right direction just this year and years to come.
Yeah, we still have a lot of work left to do this year, obviously, but we expect to be in this position, or at least have a chance to be in this position every year for a long time.
Congratulations. Thank you. Let's go to FP down in the clubhouse.
I'm here with the Shark right now, Roger Bernardino. Congratulations, man. How's it feel?
Oh, that feels great, man. It's hard to put in words, but it's something we've been working for the entire season. But you know, everybody excited. That's great. Nothing better than this.
Yeah, just great to see everybody out there celebrating in the dugout. A strange celebration a little bit, right? Pittsburgh wins and you guys are in the dugout, but a great shot nonetheless. 6 months of hard work. Talk about your season. I feel like you graduated to another level this year. You've been a big part of this ball club.
Well, you know, whatever Davey get me in there, I'll do whatever I can to help the ball club this. You know, and things have been going good. And, you know, actually everything came together this year. And you know, I want to keep it up and go for the playoff now.
3 more celebrations? What do you think?
Oh, we got to take it day to day. But, you know, it's tough, but we definitely going to get it. And like the way I say, we got to see it day to day, and we got to take it from there.
All right, man, go celebrate. Congratulations. Christina, back to you on the field. Go get them.
Thanks, FP. I'm here with John Lane. And, John, this has been a year for you, but when you think about everything you've been through, does this moment just make it all worth it?
It definitely does. You know, everything that happened this year, this moment right here makes it all worth it. And, you know, it all happened for a reason. And, you know, I just can't express what I'm feeling right now.
You've been a huge part of this team from day one. What is it about this team that just makes you guys win and so special?
I mean, we all play together. We mesh together on and off the field. These guys are a great group of guys, and they love this city. And, you know, it's just a great group of guys.
The fan base, you've seen it grow, too. Just what's it like to come in here and pitch in front of a full house at a given night?
This town deserves it. I mean, I can't say enough. These guys have been through some tough times with us over the years, and now it's all time for us to celebrate.
You guys going to sit back and celebrate this before you start looking ahead?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Congratulations. Thank you. Let's go to FP in the clubhouse with Ryan Matthews.
I got Ryan Matthews. Nice job tonight. Congratulations. How does it feel?
Appreciate it. It's an undescribable feeling, man. I mean, a feeling I've never felt before, and hopefully we keep feeling it.
Now, I'm watching everybody celebrate. It looked to me like you were the most into it out of everybody. You had a blast out there.
I don't know about the most into it, FP, but yes, I definitely had a blast out there, that's for sure.
Well, this is the first step, right? A wonderful achievement, but more to accomplish?
Absolutely. Wonderful achievement, especially since, you know, talking about where the Washington Nationals organization has came from in the past couple years. But this is a great feeling this run down your back. And, you know, we got huge steps in front of us. This is only the first step of the way. All
right, go celebrate with your boys, man. Thanks a lot. All right. Yes. All right.
I believe somebody is in their element down there. Steven Strasburg. Haven't mentioned him yet. And there's no way the Nats get to this point and win 96 games without the contributions of Steven. Strasburg was simply magnificent this year with a record of 15-6, 3.16 ERA in 28 starts. One of the league leaders in strikeouts, 197 of them in 159 innings. Ray, this is such an unusual situation where you go into the playoffs without arguably your number one starter, although Gio has proven he is a co-number one at the least. And so Strasburg doesn't pitch, and it's kind of unprecedented, but he may be part of many of these in the years to come. So we will check in on that later. Right now, FP and a soft-spoken young man, Jordan Zimmerman.
You ready for the dumbest question ever? Are you having fun?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, it's one of the craziest things I've ever done, and to do with the guys we have, it's you know, words can't describe it right now.
Well, I mean, you've been one of the aces this year. You've done it all season long. This is a great step in the right direction. Talk about what this night means to you.
Yeah, it means a lot. You know, definitely winning division's huge, and you know, just doing it with the guys we have. I mean, we're just going to celebrate tonight, and you know, it's been a long season and definitely a fun one. And you know, this is just one step. We still have a bigger goal in mind.
Are you guys getting nervous a little bit?
I wouldn't say nervous. I didn't have too much to do today but sit on the bench. But, you know, those guys did a great job. And you know, we were definitely watching the scoreboard all game.
Yeah, well, congratulations. Go celebrate with your buddies, man. Thanks.
Thank you.
Well, Jordan Zimmerman, another guy contributing mightily. 12-8 record with a 2.94 ERA. That guy could have been 16-4, 17-3 with run support the first couple months of the season. And, Ray, I think we need to pay some tribute to Steven Strasburg here. Talked about him a moment ago. Not only what he did this year, but the way he has handled this very unusual situation.
Well, you know, it's something that we knew all year long, really. Mike Rizzo came out and made that announcement early, but This guy is a guy that everybody looks up to. He is the horse. He is the engine that pulls this train. There's no doubt about it. Just for the fact that he has that ability is just a cut above most people. And he has a great demeanor. He's a winner and just a tremendous power pitcher, a great person. And I promise you, him being moved out of that rotation is going to help him in the future and help this ball club to win many pennants.
Funny, so we go back down to the Nationals' victorious clubhouse celebrating. FP's got not one but two and a whole bunch of guys with him.
Oh, goodness. Hey, I'm here with the whole Nationals bullpen right now. That looks good on you, by the way. And I saw you guys move the bench back a couple feet tonight. A little rally bench in the bullpen. That was, you sent your vibes to Pittsburgh a little bit, huh?
We're supposed to talk?
You're live. Hey, you're on TV right now.
I didn't hear the question. What was it?
Talk about you guys as a group.
Oh,
you guys have fun.
It's the first for a bunch of we're having a good time. The bullpen has a good time all the time. This is special. We're gonna enjoy it.
Drew, talk about how this feels for you. I mean, there's nothing else to ask, really.
No, that's it. I mean, speechless. And hey, I'm wet, I'm cold, I smell like beer, and I love it. So.
Could you get used to this a little bit?
I hope so. This better not be the only one.
Clip, come here. Come on, Clip. Yeah, are you ready for 3 more times of doing this?
Oh my gosh, absolutely. This is what better motivation than this right here? I mean, this is unbelievable. Oh God.
That's just amazing. You guys are the best. Christina, you're out there with the beast. Go ahead, man. We're wet.
I am out there with the beast. Michael Morse, you guys have been having fun all season long, but is this just the ultimate right now?
This is unbelievable. I mean, words can't describe. What can I say? This is huge for the city. It's huge for the fans. I mean, they stuck with us through, the tough times and now the good times. So, thanks for being here. Thanks for staying out here with us. I mean, this is as much your win as it is our win. So thank you.
And you guys, just the way this team works, the way you guys work together, the way you guys win. Talk about your teammates and what kind of team this is.
We got so much talent. I think we're just, this is just the tip of the iceberg, I feel like. We have so much talent. This team's built for the future, and to get here now, it just shows you, this division is going to be, our division.
Think back to spring training, everything that you guys have gone through and how so much adversity, injuries has just built so much character with you guys.
Yeah, man, we've, last year we missed our big guy, Adam. That was unfortunate, and he comes out here this year and he's putting up MVP-like numbers. And, Ian Desmond's turning into one of the best shortstops in the league. What else can I say? I mean, we got Ryan Zimmerman at third.
And the fans behind you guys, you've seen this just build up. They are still here cheering. It's got to be a huge influence out here on the field.
It's huge. I mean, it's only going to get better. It's only going to get bigger and better. So stay here, cheer us on, and, thank you.
How far do you feel like you've come personally? You left Seattle, you're here, you're a Washington National. How far have you come in your career?
Ever since I got traded over here, it's been a blessing, and, like I said, I can't thank Mike Rizzo enough for bringing me here. And, I don't know what to say. It's unbelievable. This is great.
Congratulations. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Michael Morris, who in his final year with the Seattle organization had 9 at-bats in 5 games, got his shoulder reconstructed. The Nats traded Ryan Langerhans to the Mariners for him. And that is larceny at its best for any general manager. And let's go back inside FP with John Lannon.
There's chance of beer going on in the clubhouse right now. You guys are out of beer. What's up with that?
I don't know, but we need some more.
Wait, congratulations, man. I mean, what a great season for you. You went down to AAA. You didn't say a word. You battled your butt off. You worked your you-know-what off to get back here. And you had probably 3 or 4 of the biggest starts all season. Talk about the emotions on the mound tonight for you taking the ball.
I was trying to control a lot of them, but the fans were so great that I kind of try to build off of that. My rhythm was a little off, but, I battled. I knew I had to battle and keep this game close. But, now I'm not even looking back at this loss, and I'm looking forward to the playoffs, and this is awesome with these guys.
Well, you've seen this whole thing from the beginning, right? I mean, you've went through the tough times, and now you're seeing what it's turned into. Talk about where you guys were and where you guys are now in the ride.
I mean, it's night and day. But the one thing that I realized about this team is watching it from afar, because I was down in AAA, watching every day, watching how these guys play on the field. and then coming up and seeing it every once in a while, I mean, you just realize how special it was seeing it from afar. I mean, I know the guys here knew how special it was, but I mean, from my perspective, it made it even that more special to watch these guys do it.
See, what you went through this year to me is more admirable than anything anybody's been through in this clubhouse, because you had to go ride the buses again. You had to go down there and work to get back here. I mean, does it make it all worth it for what you're going through right now, right here?
It really does. You know, you kind of go down there and you kind of wait for that moment. You kind of ask yourself, what's this all for? You know, why am I going through this? And this is probably why, you know, and for now. And, you know, this might be a stepping stone for something greater, but right now this is definitely why everything happened.
Congratulations, man. Go celebrate.
That's awesome.
Way to go. Christina, you're with J-Dub. Larry Leadoff, take it away.
We got Larry Leadoff down here, FP. Jason, yeah, that's your new nickname, by the way. When you look at this team, what stands out to you that made it possible to get to this point?
Well, I don't know. It'd be tough to put my finger on just one, but you know, when Davey came aboard last year, he really turned the ship around, and it wasn't until September of last year where you know, we all realized that this team was good and we had a chance to do something special. And we came into spring training with that mindset, and here we are 7.5 months later, and we're on top of the division. We're heading to the playoffs, and I don't think anybody could be happier but me.
Think about spring training and all the adversity you guys have gone through this season with injuries and the character it's just built with these guys, this team.
Yeah, I mean, we've taken our lumps, no doubt about it. You know, injuries and the whole bit, but you know, it just shows the character of this team and these guys that come out every night and put their hearts on the line and you know, go crazy on a nightly basis. And hopefully the fans will keep showing up, and we'll keep going crazy.
How much have they helped out this season? You know what it's like to have a good fan base behind you. These guys have stepped up.
Yeah, they really have. I mean, when I got here, there was barely anybody here, and now look at us.
Just a great night tonight. You're going to celebrate, but a step in the right direction. What's next for you guys?
Well, this is just one step. We got 3 or more of these, and you know, hopefully years and years of this. So get ready.
Thanks, Jason. Congratulations. Let's go to FP with Mark DeRosa.
Mark, congratulations, man. How's it feel?
Unbelievable. Every time. Special feeling. Start of spring training, 162 games. To battle with these guys, it's been an honor.
You know, every guy to a man talks about you. I mean, I can't get through a conversation with players without them talking about Mark DeRosa said, Mark DeRosa told me. You've been such a great influence on these guys behind the scenes. I mean, talk about that role this year and talk about the other teams you've been on in winning championships as well.
Yeah, these guys keep me young, too. I mean, I've been going at this a while, but this stuff never gets old. These guys deserve it. They're talented. If I could be a sounding board and help them out, I'm going to do it. As far as comparing it to anyone else, pretty much the same. A lot of fun, but there's work to be done. These guys need to enjoy this tonight, and then we get ready to go and hopefully celebrate a couple more times.
You've been on championship teams. Does this team have what it takes?
Absolutely. I said from day one of spring training when I saw the amount of talent on this field, I was like, wow, if these guys are really ready to win, we could do something special. So kind of just all flowed, and pretty fired up for the postseason.
Are you good for 3 more of these celebrations?
I think so.
All right, man, go celebrate, man. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it.
Mark DeRosa has been to 5 division series. Listen to this. He's batted .389. He had another one with the Giants 2 years ago. He didn't play in the postseason because of his left wrist problem. So Mark DeRosa, a guy who's been there, done that. The Nats may be a little bit short as a team on playoff experience, but Ray, they've got veteran guys like DeRosa and Worth with the Phillies and Adam LaRoche when he was with Atlanta. That has to rub off on the younger guys and get them through a time like this.
Well, Bob, it does, but also these last 2-3 weeks is a playoff-type atmosphere. And what they've learned in the last 3 weeks is going to be immeasurable for them. You know, you face situations where you're not sure that you're going to be in the playoffs, and then you're not sure what place you're going to be. And you keep fighting and fighting and fighting. And sometimes you try too hard. It's hard to back off a little bit. And sometimes you need to back off and just let it come to you. You know, sometimes there is almost a feeling of urgency that you've got to do it today, and that's not the way it works. It's a matter of just going out, playing the 27 outs, making the game as simple as possible. And once you've been there a few times, it becomes just like another game. Now, you're going to be excited because the fans and everything, they're all fired up. But Yeah, this team may be short on the back end with the players, but they're getting experience as they're going along.
Ray, FP is roaming that clubhouse as he's done such a great job. Got to throw it to FP right now for a guy who's been there before in postseason, but I guarantee it's nothing like tonight. FP with Adam LaRoche.
Yeah, he's been there a couple of times. He won't admit to it, but I think he's the MVP of this ball club. Congratulations, man. How's it feel?
Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Individually, obviously, you know, I got to go a couple times early on. Woo! There he is. 04 and 05, that was it. I think I took it for granted then, thinking it was easy to get back, and it's been a lot of years. So great as a club, but you know, I'm happier for guys like Zim and guys that have been here a long time and had to put up with some really rough seasons. I know this is what they've been looking forward to since they started pro ball.
What about you, though, man? You had a rough season last year. You had the injuries. You missed the entire year. People wondering, who is this Adam LaRoche guy? You hit 32 home runs this year, 99 RBIs as we speak. I mean, that's got to feel good for you. Very satisfying, right?
Oh, it's unbelievable. It is. It's, again, going all the way back to last year, and I've said this a bunch, but the fact missing that much time last year and not being able to contribute, I don't know if you've been on the DL a whole lot, but it's not a great feeling. You're on the roster, but you're not part of the team. So to come back and have a good year and be in the middle of that lineup and, you know, be able to drive some runs in and you know, we end up with the best record in baseball, so not too bad.
All right, man. Well, hold on a second. You're about to get a cranberry shower. Congratulations, brother. Go celebrate with your boys.
All right, guys.
Good job, man.
All right, thanks.
And by the way, for Adam LaRoche, a footnote on those two division series with Atlanta, he hit .320 in 04 and 05 in postseason play. Now, folks, do not go away, because you may not believe this, we haven't even started Nats Extra yet with Johnny and Ray straight ahead from the ballpark. All we're doing is wrapping up the play-by-play and analysis portion and reporting portion of this telecast. So the Phillies beat the Nats tonight 2-0. That's irrelevant. The Pirates helped out by beating Atlanta 2-1. And the Washington Nationals are 2012 National League Eastern Division champions. Until tomorrow night from the booth, see you later.